I'm here.
Bro, Flawless, you told me you're gonna do your hair, bro. What is
I'm
this?
here. I did. Look at the party, man.
I like the way that Husam rolls in.
Switch on the
Look
light.
at the party.
I like the way Husam rolls in late.
That you have.
Huh?
Yeah, switch on the side light. Flawless knows what I'm talking about.
Bruv, leave him. Bruv, you're the one that was late.
Flawless,
This guy comes in. This guy comes in late. But this guy comes in late, and he has the audacity to criticize us. We having our 10-minute catch up as we do every week because you
Let
late.
me just tell the Battle of the North people something. They believe me. They believe me. They believe me.
What
They believe me. They don't believe Matisse because it is well known that he's a fraud and he's a liar. Let me tell you in the comment section something. You guys.
3, 2, 1, start.
Hold that.
Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for Battle of the North. We had to start unprofessionally this time because Sam does this every week. He comes in lost and cusses us out and tries to pretend like as if we're the ones that are late. So we decided we have a meal. We'd have a wonderful meal. We'd all have a little catch up before he arrived. I think we're gonna make it our new little 10-minute pre-match chat before we come in. But listen. Yes, you can. Now you can address the people.
The people want to hear the truth. Guys, ever since this show has been instilled, you know it's a 1 versus 3 thing. You already know this. So they're going to try lie to your face. You know that I was here 2 minutes before we went live. I was here 2 minutes.
Why do you lie?
I was here 2 minutes.
I had to go into your space to drag you out your space.
First of all, Daps, that's shameless from you because you know I let my co-pilots run that. You know, I'm just out here. The co-pilots are running it. I ain't running it. You guys already know. It's not me. Bro, I come in here, Flawless fixing his hair, Daps eating noodles, Matisse eating noodles. What should I do?
I was actually eating prawns, not noodles.
Yeah, I'm always ready. We were waiting on
noodles,
you.
they go together. It's not me who's late. I'm here looking delicious right now. Beautiful day, brother. Beautiful day. I'm here flexing my trap with this tight-ass jacket, you know. My life's good, alhamdulillah. Yeah. Matisse, can you do your director job properly and remove our names so the people can see us properly?
Big Cherry's got big talk today. Big Cherry in the building. Do you know what I'm saying? Big Cherry.
Big Cherry.
Big Cherry in the building.
Because you won't like my comeback nickname, I'm telling you now.
You should change your name on Twitter to Big Cherry, honestly. Big Cherry would.
And then it'll be John Diva, and then it'll just be the symbol.
Big Cherry does slap, to be honest. I
don't know how they're calling me a diva. You know, Matisse's motto is lateness is greatness. And then he complains when people are late. Why are you complaining, brother? Who made this?
It's true. I made it for you. I made it for many, but I made it for you. Big up, guys. Hope you're well in the comment section. Let's get the show started. We got a lot to discuss. I am on my most deflecting tactics ever, but I'm not going to lie to you. Merseyside did rock up to West London, so they are kind of involved in Battle of the North, unfortunately. Mr. Sarcasm City TV. Mr. Take Note. Flawless in the building. How we doing today, brother? Talk to me. How you feeling?
I'm blessed, man. Always good. Always blessed. Big up for having me as always, Matisse. I look forward to this show every Monday. Big up to Daps. Big up to Sam. Large up the chat as well. And yeah, man. Zero complaints, man. Always good. Always good. And on top of that, of me being good, my team's through to the FA Cup semi-final, through to the Europa League quarter-final. No complaints. You know what I'm saying? 0.
100%. Damn, 100%. It's been a good weekend for the Manchester clubs. I'm going to go to Daps next because I'm just going in order of who arrived. Daps.
That's a lie. You should start with me.
Never a foul. Never a foul. 2-footed tackles. Red cards. How are we doing, brother? Talk to me. How are we feeling?
Very positive today. Very positive. I don't know why. Happy Mother's Day again to everyone yesterday.
Yes.
No, it might be. Do you know what? I met this guy after the game on Saturday. Yeah, he was from Toronto. He'd been in England for 5 days. He'd seen 2 City games, seen 13 goals and 8 goals for Erling Haaland. Yeah, and I was just thinking, your life is good compared to my childhood. It is different around there.
Spoiled, isn't it? Really, it's weird, and we're gonna get into it, but it does feel like Haaland could score 8 goals in a game, and no one would even talk about it at this point. It's nuts. It's kind of weird. But listen, football heritage. Don Husam Hussein. Better be running them spaces. Mystic
Running
Mike.
right now.
How are you doing, my brother? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Listen, I told them, guys, you know, I'm gonna go on YouTube now, but I'm gonna let the co-pilots run it. You know, the pilot taking a nap now, so let the co-pilots run it. You know, I'm actually disappointed that Daps somehow was here after Flawless. Daps usually here the earliest. What the hell? How you love Flawless to be here?
Oh, my boot broke on my car. I had to cook food, upload a video, cook my daughter food, and I was still here before you. So,
You
No, I know. Listen,
Big Cherry with the big lies, man. This guy just came on here
No, but
live for the first 5
Big
minutes.
Cherry.
Flawless.
With the
This is my
Rapper, trapper, and booty fucking clapper. Come on.
By the way, my
Slapper as
trap
well.
phone is charged.
oh,
ready to
and
go.
he's got his trap.
Oh, you got a trap phone.
19 new messages, by the way. 19 new messages. Right here.
That phone is killing
But you
me,
know what?
bro.
I was disappointed in last time I switched it on. I was like, "Where is Snake?" And I didn't find the Snake game.
Oh.
Well, who's Snake? Is Snake the op?
I think Snake
No,
is
but
Jude
hey,
Bellingham.
Snake game, bro. Remember?
I think.
Oh,
I think.
I
I
thought
think.
you meant an op or something.
I
on your
think. I
trap
think.
phone.
No.
I think the real snake here is Jude Bellingham, right? You bump chests with Henderson. You go to Chris Brown with Trent. You make the likes of, you know, Husam make crazy predictions about he's definitely coming and it's finished, and ITK, but don't really want to be an ITK, you know, and June Bellingham, I was told. June, not even just Jude.
They call him June Bellingham.
Yeah, because they've got the month and they know exactly when it's happening. The deal's done. And then in comes Ornstein with the dagger to the heart, the dagger to the soul, the dagger to the
Take it
chest.
to the soul.
Tell the people what
And Husam's gone from Bellingham propaganda, and I'm even seeing Liverpool fans on the TL defending Bellingham against Chelsea when he's not even their player, right? And now he's shouting out FSG out again and angry and really annoyed. What's wrong with you, brother?
Okay, first of all, no one interrupt. Second of all, see, there is an agenda against Don Husam 6 on this platform. There's a massive agenda. There's a massive agenda. Every Battle of the North, I come here like a warrior, like a samurai warrior with my sword against 3 people with guns just locked and loaded. Let me tell the people what happened this week.
Yeah,
Tell, I
3 guns.
so-
We're getting 3 guns with a sword. You might as well.
One second. Saturday night, I couldn't do the Chelsea watch along because I downloaded the game. It's an old game. If you played it, you remember. It's called Sims 2. I downloaded it. It only had the 2.2 version, and I had to play because Sims is 22 in it. So I had to play that game and stuff. I've got one guy who has 2% possession at home against Fulham, needs referees to beat them, and he wants to start with the one guy this week that hasn't actually played a game of football. Second of all, what did David Ornstein say? Madrid and City got more money. No shit, Sherlock. I thought we had more money. Thank you for pointing out the obvious. We already fucking know that City and Madrid have got more money. Third of all, he told you himself that it's in the running. We are still in the running to get Jude Bellingham. Matisse, can you right now?
So why are you typing
One
in
second,
block
Matisse,
capitals?
one
Hold on.
One
You talk
second,
about money.
Matisse.
Where's Qatar,
One
bro?
second.
You talk
Guys,
No,
Qatar.
this is me and Matisse.
Qatar.
One second, this is me and Matisse. I need Matisse for a second. Matisse, listen to me right now. Can you do the reverse bet? Okay, we get it. Can you do the reverse?
I'm available for transfer if you can afford me.
Okay,
I'm 99
okay.
rating.
If Chelsea only had a cam, you'd do better against Everton at home that you mocked me for beating. Now, can you answer my question? Do you want to
What's
do the
your
reverse
question?
bet? If Jude Bellingham joins Liverpool, you go bald. Deal?
Why am I? What?
You're
You're the one. Why am I now involved in this
What do you
Bellingham
want?
beef?
Say me. I already am.
Locked up. No, but that's why they include you. It's just normal.
Why am I involved? I didn't say that Bellingham's definitely not going. I'm just saying that the report that dropped is very contradictory to what you said, which was that it's done. Every Liverpool fan I speak to, Bellingham to Liverpool is done. That's what you said. Mystic Husam said it's done. So I'm just telling you, I'm just letting you know that it's not done. And that if it doesn't get done, you're going bald. Don't try and bring me into this. I never said Bellingham's never going to Liverpool. What I said is that it's not done and that you need to calm down. And you didn't, because you made predictions and you said if it doesn't get done, you're going bald. I'm not getting involved in your beef. That's your business.
Okay. Thank you, Matisse. So if you are not so sure that he won't come to Liverpool, why start the beautiful show that we do every week?
Because it's funny. It's hilarious. Look at your breakdown on Twitter. Block capitals. You didn't even play this week. You didn't even play this week.
No. Hold on.
Also, let me address Matisse's lie. That's final sentence. I promise. Let me address Matisse's lie. I
No.
gave Manchester United their biggest ever loss in Premier League history, and the next day I did an FSG out video. So if I'm not consistent, why after my biggest result this season, I went and I did an FSG out video? There you are.
Yeah, but what?
There
what
you
is,
are.
what's,
Pow,
no, it's not. It's not pow pow.
Back,
Nothing.
directly.
I want to ask you, what is this
Go on,
tweet about?
Terry.
Why did you tweet this? Because you didn't play this weekend. Why did you tweet such bad words? Look at first of all, let's dissect this. Look at the language that is being used. This is despicable.
You want me to say it?
This is despicable language, brother. I want you to do better. Come on now,
You want me to say that?
brother. Do better, brother. Look at the language. We have young people watching. And it's
Matisse
unacceptable.
Armani only got 4 notifications. Damn, you're really
Brother,
not that
I mean,
high,
I'm finished with Twitter, brother. I've muted everything. I've muted all my tweets. I'm glad I've only got 4 notifications.
Flawless
Four
got 4
notifications is too many notifications. My question to you.
And
I know you're in your Twitter bag. I know you're growing. I know you're growing your
here we
account.
go.
Hey, look, I've been there and done that. You know what I mean? I'm already finished with that. But I know you're in your Twitter bag right now. You're growing the platty. You know what I mean? You're going up now. And how many followers has he got? Go on.
Follow me everyone right now.
Everybody follow Don Husam. A little shout out on the screen. But why are we so rude about FSG in a week where you're not playing?
Okay.
You could have played Sims, like you said. You could have gone for a walk, maybe even gone out for a little party. Why did you spend your weekend saying bad words? You didn't even lose this weekend.
Before I answer, can you put up that Demonat question, please? Can you put up the Demonat comment?
Okay.
Sorry, can I just say something?
Hello, the Demonat. You don't make money in the YouTube comment section. Why is your ass here? Since it's all about making money. Why don't you go to a fucking crypto website?
a viewer.
Why don't you go to a crypto website or a Bitcoin website or spend your time on YouTube thinking how to make money since you're so interested in making money because that's the only thing on your mind. You know, some of us find happiness outside money because life ain't about money all the time. Money. It ain't about money. But anyway, can I address?
Hold on,
You
it
can.
kind of was, because hold on, but you just said that the reason why you might not get him is because you haven't got enough money, which kind of says
No. That's not what I said. I said what Ornstein said.
Hey, Husam, life is not always about money. FSG have been loyal. They have been thorough with their intelligence and their recruitment of staff to put the right people in place to get the best out of players that don't cost a lot of money. It's not all about money, Husam. Okay, you don't need that Qatar
pull
ownership.
up the clip of Husam dressed in the Qatari outfit as well. Because when's that happening, by the way? Because when that happens, you have the money to get Jude. So
Yeah, but also, did he not also say that they were going to beat Real Madrid or draw with them in the return leg? That didn't happen either.
He did say that.
He
He also said that Liverpool will win a trophy this season. He also said that people are forgetting that Liverpool were going to get Arab bonus, and he came on here in the full drip and was talking about how he don't speak to broke boys and all this stuff. Like, you haven't forgot this thing. So let's talk about that. You thought we forgot. You thought we were stupid. Nah. I need to go and find that.
He also said that he was going to get 12 points out of a possible 12 against Arsenal, and I think it was Man United, was it?
He did say that. That was one of the first episodes,
included it.
actually.
7-0 is like 12 points by itself.
Guaranteed 12
I
points.
know, like I said to you on this stream and every time we spoke about that is your trophy as big as your season got, and that is now the best thing.
Okay.
Now that's over, like it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Are you
It's
done all
over.
three of
I'm
you
just
so I can
responding.
respond?
You know what I'm saying?
We're just reviewing the mystic.
Mystic Husam.
We're just reviewing the mystic Husam. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we have to make
Jude
sure
Bellingham,
people.
last week
Because I
it
want
was,
the floor to respond.
I'll shave my hair bald if Jude Bellingham is going to Liverpool. Now it looks like he's not going. You know,
So can I ask you, do you have mystical powers or not? It doesn't appear that you do.
Can I actually speak now? Do you think this is roast me or something? Do you think this is roast me, Husam?
Comedy Central.
Battle of the North. This is not
We're
roast.
we're not
Roasted
roasting you.
cherry.
We're just no. Don't do that, Husam. We're not roasting.
He doesn't like cherries. Remember?
We weren't roasting you. We were just responding. We were just responding to statements you have made. You are the one who said Jude Bellingham is definitely 110% going to Liverpool. You are the one that said Liverpool are without doubt getting Qatari owners and don't speak to broke boys. You are the one that said Liverpool are going away to Real Madrid and getting a win. You are the one that also said Liverpool are gonna win a trophy this season. You are the one
Seems
that
like,
guaranteed Liverpool will also get top 4. All we're doing is pointing out things you stated. Ain't no roast.
It seems like
This is what
Bellingham
you
doesn't
said
talk
there.
to broke boys. as
Everyone
well.
done now?
This is what you said. I just don't like the word roast for stating things
Matisse,
that
if
you
we
said.
get Bellingham, I'm ruining your life.
What, Henderson only got him quarter chicken. He wanted half.
Okay. Are you guys done? Have you all had your fun? Now? Can I speak?
Hold on, let's can we have a group meeting? 1 second, Sam. Are we done? Because I feel like we have
do you know
more.
what? The thing is, 'cause I
There's
was
more. Let
thinking
us know in the
before-
chat.
I was thinking before, and you are right. When Husam said that, Matisse, why are you talking about the only team that haven't played this week? Listen, we do the show every Monday.
Yeah.
They have played this week. They
They did
lost.
play.
They went out of the Champions League.
They
So
did.
we can speak about that as well, to be fair.
Are we done? Because I didn't make notes for this. That's the problem. I didn't prepare, but I do feel like there's more to uncover.
you're-
but I
All
don't-
his take notes. It's Mr. Take Notes.
You're like
Mr. Take
Liverpool. You're like Liverpool and Klopp. They don't prepare either. Why should you? You know what I'm saying? Why should you? They weren't prepared for the season. You know what I'm saying? Look at the state of their season. This is not being spoken about
Do
enough.
you know the
because Chelsea
funniest
have been
thing?
taken on.
So on the watch-along the other day, Grizz was kind of going. Someone made a point, and Grizz was going, "Yeah, but this is because our injuries." So I just said, "Sorry, can you just tell me what injuries you've got at the moment?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "Tell me what injuries you've got." He goes, "Well, Diaz." I go, "Carry on," and he goes, "Thiago." I go, "Carry on," and he stopped. He was like, "No, that's it." So this is the thing about prepared. Like, it's not even injuries. People that are saying the injuries, it's not actually that with Liverpool's midfield now. Liverpool's midfield is just, Oxford's good enough. So is that on Klopp? Let's get into it now. Is that on Klopp?
We have the Bellingham stuff to address as well.
Oh yeah, we have.
Oh, you
Milner
want to
could be
address the
getting-
Bellingham thing
we
again?
also have.
Yeah, he didn't even respond yet on the Bellingham stuff.
We also have Milner could be getting a new contract. Is that?
Oh,
I thought that wasn't going to
I
happen. I thought that wasn't going to happen.
only
The
thing.
reports came out. I don't know how true it is.
They said that's
the
not
only
happening
thing they can
because
retain. It is the only thing they can retain is James Milner.
Yeah, that's facts.
I think
You guys
Sam's
done?
message in his ITK. Look what you've done to me.
You guys done now? Tell me
Like
when
I
you're
said,
done.
to people in the comment section, but not so you can just it's cool. Just the people in the comment section. This is not a roast. There was no roast. All we was doing was responding to statements that Husam has made on the show that you can go back and check. Because if he was right, like he would say, he would be ruining life.
he's calling his
His wife, man. This is wife.
this trapper. This trapper.
He's calling your wife off the trap phone, This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's nuts. That's all. He had a lot to say. That's it. And Liverpool are gonna be back. They're gonna have a great summer. This is also what he stated as well.
Maybe it was Pep Linders that fumbled the Bellingham deal.
They'll blame Pep Linders.
I'm on YouTube right now. I'm a subscriber to Matisse's channel. Everyone should subscribe. When you first started the show, there was 1.7k people watching. There's 1.1k people watching now. That's how boring.
That's a lie. I've literally got the concurrent. I've got
How
the data.
boring.
I have the data right here, you
Can I finish?
lying guy.
Can I finish?
It's only been going up.
1.7 the whole show.
Let me.
What's the point? Tell me when I can speak. Tell me.
No, because you're a liar, and we don't appreciate that. Okay. So here's the data,
Liar,
right?
liar,
So
liar.
fuck you. And it's just been going up. So don't even lie. Don't even lie, because I will do a league honor and I will bring my data to the screen.
Sorry, Matisse,
Why are you lying?
Do you know to add the ads as you're going through as well, yeah? Add the ads as you're going through.
Oh,
Again,
I want the people to just enjoy. I want the people to
Oh,
enjoy.
okay.
I'm feeling chirp. I'm feeling good today.
That is beautiful, that Matisse. Man, pop. I'm
Hold!
Great stats, by the way, Matisse.
You know what I'm saying?
Dead
You know what that graph looked like? Has some stress levels during the season. You know what I'm saying? And that just going up and up and up and up, man. You know what I'm saying? You're good. So every time I see you on Twitter, every time I get sent clips, because people send me clips of you all the time and be like, yo, Hussam's stressed. We beat Fulham in the FA Cup quarterfinal and you turned off the watch along. Someone sent me the clip. He turned like this guy turned off the watch along because we beat Fulham 3-1 in the FA Cup quarterfinal. And you want to talk about I'm a warrior and you can't finish watch alongs. What's going on? What's going on?
I didn't even know that was the case.
Yeah, this guy turned off. I've got the clip. Someone sent me the clip.
No, but when we're talking of clips, here's the other thing. You just said, Husam, you said why we like what this is why, because I thought it was last night. It wasn't even last night. It says on the phone in the Battle of North group chat, it says today, this morning. I had 2 o'clock in the morning, you put something in our group, which is a picture of Trent talking with Jude Bellingham, Trent making his move for us, and then this laugh, yeah?
The
Right.
evil, sinister laugh.
And by the time I've woke up and looked at the group chat, I'm seeing Ornstein reporting that it's not happening. So we're going to talk on it because the last time we communicated in the group chat, you were laughing at us all that you were getting Jude. So we got to speak on it.
Mad. Warrior spirit, man. Yeah, Matisse is finished, yo. I'm saying. Matisse is done, yo. My God.
He's definitely doing something else on his computer. I'm watching his eyes. They're all over the
Hey, people, this is what happens when you make bold statements with nothing to back it up. These are the things that happen. These are the repercussions for your actions when you have people with great memories in the chat. I'm sure I remember these things. And I say to people a lot of the time, you see,
I used to be just like.
Yeah.
I used to be just like this, man.
You see,
remember when I came and did that stupid video on Twitter about Lukaku being R9 and just being so shameless to the nth degree, and I got cooked all season. So since then, I started moving much more careful with my words. I've studied from the lyricals of Flawless, just being, you know what I mean, very careful with your words.
That's the crazy part is Husam will get onto me and be like, why don't you say certain stuff? Because I let information swirl around my head and make logical decisions. You know what I'm saying? His team packed mine. And you said you went to look for clips. I was confident going into that game. I predicted a win. You know what I'm saying? But it's
let me go through the super chats. I think
brother's name is.
Oh, he's got a brother. Yeah, I can't remember what his name is, but he's at Birmingham.
His brother's name is Jude Bellingham.
Yeah. Maybe that's the one they're getting. To be fair, that might be the one that they're getting.
And they've signed the wrong fucking Bellingham.
If they get him, technically they're not wrong.
Yeah,
they're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not. You know what, Matisse?
Matisse, if you go through the super tab before I speak, I'm leaving this stream right now.
Fair enough.
Because you've been disrespectful enough. It's been 19 minutes now.
Sorry. I thought you wasn't going to talk.
Let me speak. I'm actually going to leave. Come on. Man said, let me go through these super chats. Am I a dickhead, bro? Come on. Go some decorum, bro. Flawless, you've spoken enough. Now it's my turn. Listen, the sword is coming out now. I'm going for everyone's head.
All right,
First of all, it's funny, you know, Flawless was sitting back because he supports a bigger club. I've got these 2 Tim Pot fans right here on the left side of the screen, just yapping, yap, little oil brothers, nothing without the money. Before the money, they were
Hold
nothing.
on, you were twerking for Qatar.
I didn't interrupt you. Let me finish. I've got one guy who was in League 2, and I've got one guy who won less trophies than Tottenham Hotspur. Speak to me about, you know, money, this, money, that. You're nothing without the money. Matisse would probably be a Spurs. Matisse would probably be a Spurs fan had Roman Abramovich bought Spurs, and he's out here telling me money this, money that. So now, when it comes to the Bellingham stuff, all Ornstein said was something that we all already know. He said City have more money, Madrid have more money, Liverpool are still in pursuit. So we will see what happens. Matisse decides to start the show with this Bellingham shit because he doesn't want his own club to get cooked. Daps and Flawless join in because it's fuck Liverpool 24/7 and it's not fuck Chelsea because no one gives a fuck about Chelsea like that. So second of all, I've got this guy right here. His center back that I was told was better than Van Dijk got pounced, got bodied by a guy called Sims who has an afro from the 1970s. From the 1970s, his afro. He bodied Koulibaly and scored it right past his goalkeeper. And instead of him starting with that, hey, Everton are from the city of Liverpool. They're in the north. I did my geography research before I come on the channel. I did my research. So until for what I'm concerned, until the Bellingham stuff is clear to us in the summer, we will see. Because Jude Bellingham, and I know this for a fact, has changed his mind 100 times already. There's even a possibility that you guys are unaware of, you know, that he actually stays at Dortmund. There's a possibility that he stays at Dortmund for 1 more year.
You that?
There is a possibility that he stays at Dortmund 1 more year. Now, second of all, when it comes to this ITK business, let me explain to you why life as a Liverpool fan is different. Since 2017, when we had to apologize to Southampton for that Virgil van Dijk drama, because we reported that Virgil met Klopp in Blackpool, we get no information off of our journalists. You really are more likely to get to know stuff through connections than you are through journalists. Liverpool journalists know fuck all about Liverpool. That's the difference. Flawless, if he's linked to a player, he'd know 2 months before. Matisse would know 2 months before. Daps would know 2 months before. I don't. I don't because of us What happened in 2017? Ever since then, my life hasn't been the same regarding journalists. Journalists used to report a whole lot of Liverpool shit. We don't get that anymore. We get zero Liverpool information because we had to come out and publicly apologize. So the club has turned into a closed space. So you really are more likely to know accurate information via hearing something from hearing something. The same source that people are mocking. I heard about Arthur Melo when no one knew. I know about Julian Ward resigning when no one knew. All of that shit. Now, what I have said, I stick by. We have done all the groundwork on Jude. We've done all the behind-the-scenes work, and we will see what happens this summer. If he chooses City, then he chooses City. If he chooses us, he chooses us. And based on that, I'll be bold on that. Now, third of all, when it comes to the Qatar thing,
definitely.
now when it comes to the Qatar thing, excuse me for not being a robot like Erling Haaland and actually having a little bit of excitement, being a human being and actually getting excited that I even got linked to Qatar so I can celebrate a little bit, so I can make it out the hood finally and actually have some money. And people are like, oh, he wore the Arab thing. You damn right I did. I was happy because I really thought it was going to happen. I didn't say it was going to happen from my source. I translated. Who the fuck else is going to translate for the Liverpool fans? Redmen TV? Scousers are going to translate Arabic? Who's going to translate Arabic other than the Arab content creators?
I would love to see that.
Obviously, no one. Obviously, no one. You know, they can't go like, yeah, of course, and he said that. Like, no one knows. So I speak the language. So I translate it. So now the situation is as follows. Speaking about Jude Bellingham in March is pathetic by Matisse, because last week the news was this is our life since August. We wake up, Jude Bellingham gonna go Liverpool. Next day, Jude Bellingham gonna go City. Next day, he gonna go Madrid. Repeat cycle over and over and over and over. Just 3 days ago, the information was Bellingham more likely to become a Liverpool player this summer. 2 days later, it's some different shit. So let's wait till the summer and we shall see what happens. All eggs are in the Jude basket. If he wants to join me, he'll join me. If he wants to join Daps, he'll join Daps. Now, let me ask these other two Tim Pot clubs why you're not in the running for him. Why don't Chelsea?
Me? What? I don't need him. We don't need him.
He doesn't need Jude. So, ladies and gentlemen, he brings on Conor Gallagher to play left wing. He doesn't need Jude. I've got another guy who plays Weghorst in midfield. Apparently, they don't need Jude. This is them lying.
Don't do that. I just asked you a
question.
Apparently,
they don't need a box-to-box midfielder.
No.
So this is the 1 second, brother.
No, we need a sitter. Yeah, you're right. We need a sitter.
You and your two charlatan friends. Anyway, as I was saying, I didn't even play this week. You did.
You did.
No, I didn't.
The last show was last Monday. And
when does the week start?
Well, no one's played this week, technically. No one's played
When
this
does the week start?
Yeah, actually,
Monday.
So no one's played technically.
No one's played.
No one's played technically.
No,
so then we have to just talk about the current events, don't we?
We could just talk about
this weekend.
But something did happen today, and it was Liverpool related, so that's why we started with that. Yours is the most recent.
Matisse, you are a disgrace. Because 2 weeks ago, when you woke up and you saw the rumor that Bellingham going to be a Liverpool player, why didn't you start the show with it? Oh, Husam, you were right. He's going to be a Liverpool player. Why not? Because you are trying to make Husam once again fight 3 people. Because you know Liverpool hatred gets us together. Now, what I want to ask you is, why is Sims bodying your centre back like a little bitch? I want to know why the best centre back on earth, Kalidou Koulibaly,
who said he was that?
Your whole fan base when he moved.
He's not even the best centre back at the club. We have Silva.
I saw Chelsea, Liverpool combined 11s with Koulibaly and Van Dijk.
I don't know what you see on Twitter. That's none of my business.
So now he doesn't know. I don't know what you see on Twitter. Why you?
I don't treat Twitter as a serious entity and bring it to YouTube.
But why did you address me with what other people said?
Because it was a credible journalist, one of the most credible journalists in the country.
Okay, and.
Well, I don't know who your ITK is, but is he more credible than Ornstein?
Can you actually tell the people what Ornstein said? Or are you just going to say Ornstein said?
Well, he said that he's more likely to go to Manchester City than Liverpool.
Okay, and what does that mean?
That means that you're wrong. If that happens, that means that you're going bald.
Arsenal are more likely to win the league than City because they're top of the league. Does that mean City can't win it?
Well, considering most Liverpool fans were telling me that Bellingham to Liverpool was done, I'm just merely updating you that it's not done.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know. If you guys didn't know, it's not done.
You need to quote properly. Whoever told you it's done, go fight him. I said We
I
done
will. I
COVID.
will in about an hour and a half.
Exactly. So go address him, brother. Don't address me. I'm not an ITK. So when it comes to me, I said we've done all the groundwork, and I am confident that we'll sign him this summer, and we will see. Khalas,
Okay.
done.
Okay.
That's it.
Well,
See?
your
All this
neighbors,
yap
your
for 20
neighbors.
minutes, filled with most quotations, misinterpretations, lying on my name, fake quotes. I've got Flawless's minion, like a little bitch in this comment section. This minion all up in my business 24/7. Bro, your name is out of context. Sarcasm City. Play your role. Play your role. Play your role and shut. You are the Funaki of the WWE. That's who you are.
Hey, number one
let the
announcer.
Rock,
He was a bad
let
boy.
The Rock and Stone Cold speak. You play the Funaki role. You know, just do your shit and let us, you know, the big boys here. I've got The Undertaker, I've got Kane, you've got Stone Cold, you've got The Rock. We're speaking all together here. You know, so you are Funaki. So do your Funaki job. So that's what I'm saying. And second of all, and finally, I am a man of my word. If he doesn't come to us, I will shave my head. And you will see Husam Guardiola this summer. No problem, inshallah. We'll be here.
Wait, that's mad that you actually went with Guardiola. I rate that.
That's crazy.
Hey,
Hey,
it's
just gotta
just
say,
one
just
man, man.
gotta say, big
Yo,
up
I'm
our
actually.
content.
I was gonna say
And
Ten
Sam,
Hag, wasn't
Sam,
Wait,
joking
wait.
aside, it might suit you, bro. It might suit
No,
you.
it doesn't. No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
out of context sarcasm city
Oh
account.
my
innit?
God.
Big up, innit? And you said they're Funaki, yeah? They were tag team champions in the Attitude Era. Yo, shout out to our
Oh
content
my
sarcasm
goodness,
every single
Husam.
time.
Honestly, fam.
You know who's
When
also
you
been
want to
tag
cook
team
somebody
champion?
in the comments, it gets mad.
You know who's also been tag team champions? You know how many idiotic tag team champions we've had? You think
Who?
that's
Not
a
in the
fact?
Attitude Era. Who in the Attitude Era?
That's a lie.
Who them?
Oh.
Name them.
We had so many idiotic tag team champions.
In the Attitude Era. Name them.
Bro, like so many.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
many.
Anyway,
What's
this is
the
not.
Attitude Era?
Yeah, exactly.
Bro,
Yeah, in the
it's some
Attitude Era.
WWE silliness. Let's just
Yeah,
move
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Is that like
Matisse
Twitter?
didn't watch
This guy
WWE.
tried to be lying.
I stopped watching it from the moment that I realized it wasn't real, which was when I was like,
Yeah, I mean, I just remember Bush
Attitude Era. That's when I figured that out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You know when
thought
I
it was
stopped
real.
watching it? I'm telling you when I stopped watching it.
Mm.
You know when I was growing up,
Yeah.
there was the great Kali. He came up and everyone's like scared of him. Oh shit, the great Kali,
Mm.
right? And then in the Royal Rumble, Beth Phoenix eliminated him with a kiss. I'm like, nope, I'm out.
Fuck
I
that. Yeah,
cannot-
exactly, bro. Some of the
You
stupid
cannot
shit I've
prop
seen.
up
is
this
just-
guy
it's
for
just-
3 years like he's some sort of monster.
Yeah.
Have
yeah.
Batista have to spine buster him to beat him, and then a diva comes in and kisses him out of the Royal Rumble. I'm out now. I'm no longer doing it. Stopped watching ever since.
Oh, let me go through these super chats and then we'll get to the Merseyside club that did play this week. LJ Brown says, Flawless, did you know if you replace Big Cherry for Ice Ice Baby and Vanilla Ice songs, it still
I
hits?
didn't know.
Wow.
Do you know your joke don't hit and it's a
It
shit
does.
joke?
It does as well.
Hold on,
Also,
can I
who's
just
the-
say?
who-
Hold on, let me go on. Let me
Who
go
has
through
the
these
name
super chats.
LJ
because
in
there's a-
2023? Your name's
It's never
LJ in 2023, 2 initials? Grow up.
Hey, Sam, have you ever thought of just having a show on your channel called the Husam Roast, and you just get people in the comments and just roast the shit out of them?
It would be a
No one
great
can
show.
roast me.
It would be.
No one can
I'd
roast me.
watch
My
it. It would be
samurai
funny
sword comes
content.
out directly. No one can roast me.
Comedy Central with
1v3,
your face
every week,
photoshopped.
1v3 settings. Every
And the
week.
mad thing is,
Bro, but I'm trying to push it along. Let me get through the super chats and we'll go to
it would be
Chelsea.
like,
It's
you know
fine.
when
It's
you
not a
go to
problem.
Stand up, and if you
Not a
sit in the
problem.
front row, you know you're going to get grilled. People would still comment knowing that Husam's going to cook them. It'd be good, bro.
Yeah.
Summer through the
absolutely
international
would cook
breaks
anyone.
and that.
Question 2, Sam. Will you shave your head live in front of thousands of audience if Liverpool missed out on Jude Bellingham? Just to add to this context, I did get my hair shaved live on the Big Six by my own brother. I feel like if you're going to get it done, it would be great to see it in person. That's just me. I would get most satisfaction out of it happening live on the show, but it's up to you, you know.
Yeah, I'm
It's up
going
to
to do it on This Is Football. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Just do it.
So
Get it
what's
live.
that channel one more time?
I'm
Say it
going to
again.
shave my head by myself. I'm not going to go bring a barber to shave it. Like, I'm just put it on one and khalas. That's it.
All right, Freemason, start the triangle. Minotti, Jesus Christ.
Bro, if we sign
Obviously,
Mason
Mason
Mount-
Mount continues to keep being linked to Liverpool, which Sam
I would
does
rather
not like.
stab my balls and drink bleach
Yeah.
than see Mason Mount in Liverpool.
Why would you? You could do one or the other. You don't have to do both.
I've seen him
I
in
would
the
do
city
both.
as well.
Over
Shaking
seeing
his
him
head,
in my...
drinking bleach.
Jesus
Stabbing
Christ.
us. Right, are you good?
From a guarantee
not
to
good.
this beautiful,
not good?
somebody get the clippers out. Who Sam will be looking like a Middle Eastern Matt Lucas by the end of June. You
I
did
don't know
say
who Matt Lucas is.
no, do I, but you did say it was guaranteed.
Little
I'm gonna Google Matt Lucas.
Yes,
It's a
I
little
said
brim,
guaranteed.
that's
I
good.
agree. I said guaranteed.
Yeah, that's why
did
you're kind of getting heat, bro. Because you know you
Okay,
said it
no
was guaranteed.
problem.
I know Matt Lucas, brother. Oh, this
Yeah.
is
Please.
famous actor.
Please
Yeah,
let
yeah,
me
yeah.
get heat if he moves to City. Give me all the heat you want. Don't come because of an Ornstein article. Come on, man.
Ornstein's credible,
listen.
man. When Ornstein
out,
speaks, we listen. Ornstein
My
dagger.
brother, he said Liverpool are still in the running, but you're not subscribed to the Athletic. No one here subscribe. Unsubscribe from the Athletic. Fuck James Spears, but my friend send it to me. Innit?
Jesus, top Reds are turning against FSG. Get in.
We will continue the good fight. Win, lose, or draw.
What would the draw mean?
Yeah, that's all you need. Why do I need a barber for? To go bald? Why need a barber to go bald? Yeah, just do it yourself. Matisse is so bougie, man. I swear to God, this guy is so fucking.
No, I said I got my brother to do it because it's just easier. Like, just
Why
much
you
easier.
getting someone? You cannot bald yourself.
No, I can, but
Easier
for the content, I thought it was funny
Can
to
I
have
just
it.
be clear though, Sam? You said you'd put it at 1, yeah? No, bro. 1 is not the lowest. You need to take it off. We want it bald, bicked, completely.
Yeah,
off.
man, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm not
this-
gonna bring the metal thing and do like it's the shaver itself.
Yeah. This
You
super
are
chat
dick.
is from out of context. Soccer City
Big up,
says,
man.
"No, Husam, you're a criminal. Husam,
No,
you
he
already
didn't say you're a
made.
criminal. Correct his grammar.
He
It's
said
You are
you're
a criminal. Yeah,
not
you
your
are.
criminal. I'm from Jordan and I know better English than you.
Listen,
Here we go.
you're tiring me. It's been a tiring start. You know what I'm saying?
Islam,
I'm
you
trying to.
already made a promise, another mistake. Don't try to bring other people in. I clipped you saying that, not said that. You're going to shave ball. Third,
Don't try
previous-
to bring other people in. I clipped you saying.
Out of
Yeah. I
context,
mean,
Soccer City. Make sure you post
You're
that
great.
clip. 'Cause I'm not
How
seeing
about
that.
you
Post
take
that
an out
clip.
of context English class, brother?
Post
That's
that.
what you need.
Post that. Post that.
You're
clip.
going to be
My
one
man had
getting
zero
clipped.
grammar skills.
oh, this is my fifth piece of content. I'm allowed to have a few grammatical errors. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is
Bro, I'm
how the
speaking
game
about
goes.
the super chat, not you, Matisse.
Sorry, god damn. Husam
guy,
on fraud
for
watch.
God's sake.
Fraud watch, they're saying. Expose Husam flawless. I have
I
evidence.
believe you, man. You know what I'm
Damn,
saying?
he's
Put the
big up
evidence out.
Sarcasm City TV. Man sending in a lot of important information.
Keep twerking,
Big up.
keep twerking.
Once the Qataris buy Man United, Husam will go to the Himalayas and live a monk's life. The way he rage quitted yesterday was so funny.
Yeah, that was mad.
By the way, I actually do want to get into that game as well because people think I'm exaggerating.
Yeah,
the
we're
ref
gonna-
That was
really
mad,
did
though,
ruin a
bro.
good game.
Sam
The way
exaggerating
you
never.
left the street.
Never.
When you've
No.
like we've witnessed you. We've
No,
witnessed
Hassam,
witness
you
Liverpool.
exaggerating, Hassam. Never could
No,
see
but-
that ever.
Bro, we've witnessed you
Blown.
watch Liverpool get battered, right? And you still stay on the stream, right? But the way you left
But the ref
yesterday-
ruined the game, though. He really did.
We're gonna get to it. Let's not ruin. Let's
Not
not ruin.
the penalty, not the penalty, the Mitrovic one. There was no need
This
to
I
say
can't
no.
even call that first 37
No
minutes a
need. He
starter.
didn't
That's-
punch him or like fucking, you know.
Nah, bro, that
give
was
him
just,
a-
I get what
Bro,
you're
what
saying,
he
but
did-
it is a
Guys. We're gonna talk about it. We're not. It's not going. Don't
People
go anywhere, guys. Don't go anywhere. Please, don't go anywhere. We're gonna talk about it. I can't even call what's just happened a starter. This is a main course. All right, that is the dessert. And Chelsea are the drinks, and City. I don't even know if that's even the bread at the beginning because you guys just won and.
Yeah, I
Big
mean,
up
it's
Dawit
not
in the comment
worth talking
section.
about, is it?
Man,
Seriously,
wired
guys, can
differently.
they
I am.
even afford?
I am
There's,
wired differently.
just no drama in your games as well, Daps. That you Haaland again. Do you know what I mean? Oh god. Seriously, guys, can they even
It's
afford
mad.
50
You don't wanna
million?
talk about- You don't want to talk about 13 goals in 5 days.
We
bro.
will talk about it. We will talk about it.
See, Dubs, this was your chance. You could have stabbed him, but you decided to stab me instead.
Flawless,
When
you
we
lost
first
7-0
started
to us.
you
Have
could have told him
shame.
Liverpool didn't play Matisse, but you
What-
said
what
no,
does
fuck
mean?
that.
Yeah, and that's
If they
done so well.
paid
That's
50
done
million
so
for
well
Keita, they will get
that's-
Jude.
Yeah, that's done so
Big
well
up
for
Aki.
Liverpool since then.
Vamos
So, yeah.
Arsenal. I hope you win the league.
Looks like a desperate stripper that needs
Who's
money.
HS?
Who's HS? Yeah, good question. I'm guessing he's talking about you. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you're talking about Sam. HS, her, Sam.
Yeah. Husam, you still a warrior,
Good
yeah?
Jerry,
You
let's go.
got roasted.
Delian, my brother, I didn't get roasted at all. I absolutely clapped back. That's why they call me booty.
You
clap.
said none of us said you got roasted. You said you know what I'm saying, I'm here to get you said that. None of us
Bro, I
said that.
took my samurai sword and I fought like a
Pause.
warrior.
Pac-Man says thought he was getting Jude because his captain tried lipsing him at the World Cup, and
He did
Trent
try,
took
actually,
him
lip-
on some zesty date to see Breezy.
With you,
Yo.
with you.
Wow.
Because I do remember like Liverpool fans as well telling me, "Oh, he's gone to see Chris Brown with Trent," and obviously that means he's coming, right? So yeah.
Why
Still-
didn't you
still
go
kinda-
see Chris Brown, Matisse?
Busy doing streams and content and stuff. Is what it is. I'm not really asked. The desert lion is roaring again.
Absolutely, man. The big pussy cat on it, man. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
So we're just gonna forget that VVD
Flawless,
versus
you
Don
need new
Solanke.
bar. Flawless, how many
What do you
times
mean
I've
new
said it?
bars? What do you mean new
Flawless,
bars?
flawless,
The lion
honestly,
is a cat.
respect.
Is this an
You know what I'm saying? Why
important
you
comment?
bars?
I know you wanted to cuss Koulibaly, but Van Dijk has not been playing well. So is that a time and a place for that? Maybe.
Sorry, is this Battle of the North reviewing 2 weeks ago now?
Oh.
Or what?
Oh.
Let's go back to fucking August while we're at it. How about that?
Well, when you said that it needs 12 points.
Hey, 7 goals is equivalent 12 points. Let me tell you. That's
Not
humiliation.
table actually
work like
only
that.
gives
It
you
don't
3.
work.
That's humiliation. Right?
Literally only gives you 3 points. I can promise you.
It don't work like
Got
that.
great goal difference.
Sandeep, that's a very good comment. 3D, but I don't know who's my partner though, because I'm alone against these guys.
Yeah,
There's
Bobby Ray
no
Dudley
partner.
by himself, innit? He's by himself.
Big Cherry, if you go bald, are you putting lollipops in the oven? Big Cherry. Mad.
LJ, you know when I will respect you, LJ, when you change your name from initials in 2022 or 2023. Grow up, brother. LJ Brown, 2023. Just fucking grow up, man.
Flawless looks like Andrew Wiggins.
No, don't insult Andrew Wiggins like
from the
that.
Warriors. Nah, don't.
Don't insult Andrew Wiggins like that. Andrew Wiggins is a good-looking man.
Oh, is it? Oh, so who else do you think? What other men do you think are good looking?
No, flawless. Relax, brother.
Not that there's anything wrong
He's
with
good
thinking
looking,
that a
man.
man is.
Flawless saw a
Flawless,
space in
Flawless.
between the lines, and he just fizzed the fucking ball straight in there. He was like, "Yo, I see Husam has left a little pocket of space in between the lines, and Flawless just got in the side of his foot and fizzed the shit out of that ball in between."
Just asking.
Nuts.
He said, "Don't insult." He just said,
He
"Don't insult Andrew Wiggins." Andrew Wiggins is a good-looking man. So who else do you think is good-looking? I'm just asking. Nah, we don't need to let it go. Let's go. Let's
Do not
stay on
cancel
topic.
Flawless.
What do you think of that guy's name? His name's initials as well.
What other
No,
sportsmen
AJ
do
is
you
a great guy.
Before we get to
But
that,
here's
what
the
other sportsmen do you think are
difference,
good looking?
let me tell you the difference between AJ and LJ. AJ just has AJ, which is okay. But LJ has LJ Brown. Grow up. Like, who has LJ and then some? Like, keep it LJ by itself. No one would say anything. You know, AJ, LJ, fine. But why LJ Brown, brother?
Do you have a problem with Neymar and then the JR at the back of his shirt as well?
No, but that's different because he's the junior of Neymar. No
I
problem.
never knew there was so many rules around initials. Like 3 different rules we found out.
Bro,
about.
his name is AJ. He's a cool guy. AJ, probably Adam Johnson, his real name. That's like,
No, he's not. That is not a cool guy. Adam Johnson is not a cool guy.
I did not think
You
that
didn't
one through.
think that is correct. Yeah,
I just said the first 2 names that came to my head.
yeah.
Not cool. He's not cool.
Okay, maybe his name is Alan James. His name's Alan James. Cool name and shit. No,
Anthony
nothing wrong with
Joshua
that.
or something.
Yeah,
Red card. I'm sorry. That's a red card. That's a red card. I don't give a fuck.
You know what I'm saying.
Take a time out, brother. Just breathe. Just breathe.
Right here mentions this guy.
Just breathe, brother.
It's an easy go-to. I don't know where.
He out here, you could have easily mentioned Anthony Joshua. He out here talking
He ain't a
about Adam
Sunderland
Johnson,
fan.
saying
He ain't a
sportsmen.
Sunderland fan. He ain't a City fan.
Yeah,
I don't
facts.
get it. Where did that come from?
You could have just said Anthony Joshua. He out here saying sportsmen are good looking. It's like, all right, what other male sportsmen do you think are good looking? Yo, each to their own, innit? You know what I'm saying? I don't judge. Salute to Sam. If he's got a crush on Andrew Wiggins, that's on him.
I know it says never a foul where Daps is sitting, but sometimes it is a foul, and sometimes I have to blow the whistle because that was mad. He had to get sent off for that. Even he was like, you know what, ref? He was like Casemiro. He was like, bro, I'm sorry.
I was telling super chatting from prison.
He was like, yo, I'm sorry, man. That's a red. Send me off, please. Take me off camera. I want a break. Husam laying down the smackdown when it comes to Jude ain't over till it's over. Fair enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Fair enough.
Big up Maestro, big up Captain Sal, my people. Right?
Husam also said the Qataris will buy his club. Big up. Chelsea
I
fanatic.
translated Chelsea fanatics.
They would.
Big
For
super
fuck's
chat.
sake.
Appreciate the super chat here. I just appreciate the support, even though there's no words. Don't mention Van Dijk and Koulibaly. Koulibaly will be hired to clean Van Dijk's boots when Chelsea terminate his contract. Halu Avengers.
Wow.
Mad. I mean, listen, I'm not here to even like Koulibaly's been poor. most of the season. He's only had a few good games here and there.
By the way, Akil is an Arsenal
But,
fan, not even a Liverpool fan. Big up
yeah,
Arsenal. I
but
hope
I'm
you
just
win the
saying,
league.
like Van Dijk's playing brilliantly right now.
Dunk on these blue London bastards. Win that fucking league, Arsenal.
OJ is my first name, double barrel. Oh, he's
But you
come
should
back.
Double barrel thought it. Think first. Who makes his name LJ Brown? Just make it LJ, brother. Cut off the brown, and it's a good.
Maybe he's proud of his surname, man. Maybe proud of his surname.
Flawless. You know why you're the
Maybe
biggest
proud.
snake here? You waited for me to get. You waited for me to get sent off,
Yeah.
and then you came and you did that to me because
what?
you say it to my face.
What did I do?
Why
What
did
I
you wait
not
for me
say?
in the background to make the Andrew Wiggins joke?
I was
Also,
waiting
AJ,
for the. I was waiting
Can
for
I
the
just
right opportunity.
apologize to AJ? Can I apologize to AJ? This guy, a regular super chatter on my channel. He's a City fan as well. First name that came to my mind was just Adam Johnson. I just said Adam and Johnson because it's like two common names, like Adam Johnson.
Hey,
I
keep
just
digging the
said
grave,
Adam.
man. You know what I'm saying? We
I-
love digging
Don't bring my
I
club
didn't
into
think
this
that was
stuff.
true.
Do not bring
Then
my
I
club
remember
into
the
this
Sunderland
stuff.
winger. I'm like, no. Cut it out. I
Oh,
deserve that
God.
red card.
Oh, funny.
Absolutely.
Okay, right. Let's move on to Chelsea because obviously we did play a Merseyside team, so shamelessly I'm allowing this shit to run. But it's fair. It's fair game. I'm not gonna lie. We drew against fucking Everton. Let's be real. It was embarrassing.
Well, they beat us, to be fair, bro. So
Bro, that doesn't make me help. That doesn't help me sleep at night. This team was the lowest goal scoring side, joint lowest goal scoring side with Southampton. The only thing I could clutch to in my preview in terms of a threat was set pieces. I was like, okay, they got, Onana, they got Tchaikovsky, they got Godfrey,
Onana.
Keane, Cody, Decore. If they get the ball into the box, fair enough. There's gonna be a problem. We need to deal with that, especially when Kepa doesn't come out. But my goodness, to draw 2-2 and fail to go ninth and fail to go ahead of Fulham to get some of West London back. Wow.
some of
Exactly, because Brentford is still above us.
Yeah,
And then
Brentford
on top of that as well, it's like we still ain't on 40 points and it's going to be April. That's nuts. That's actually mad. So, yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I can be any
Don't
more.
get your predictions wrong, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can be any more embarrassed than I was against Southampton. I don't think that's physically
Let me
possible.
embarrass you more.
There we are. I was just waiting for you to
So
step
I
in.
was
to be fair.
I was on Matisse's watch along, and I was injecting. I have never taken something from my phone and made it drip into a injection into my vein. Right here, I injected that. This guy right here, when Chelsea scored the second goal, oh my god, celebrating! Oh, we're beating Everton at home. 2 weeks ago, he's like, Liverpool beat Everton, and they thought they were back. Where's your win against Everton?
We're not back.
Huh?
We're
Where's your
not
win?
back.
Can I speak now on Chelsea, or is this a dictatorship thing?
I thought you asked me a question.
And then what happened is this. What happened? This Matisse, right? This Matisse. He mocks me in the watch along. This is him. Are we gonna hold the lead? Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. You've got to be kidding me. Who's Sims? Brother, who's Sims? Let me Google him. Who's Sims? Sims is the guy who scored his debut goal at Stamford Bridge. He looks like, when I play NBA 2K, sometimes I choose the 70s teams. It's their hair all like this. Everyone has an afro.
Scouts off of Harry Enfield.
Bro, the way Sims, all he did, by the way, Sims looks so aesthetically non-pleasing. He looks so horrible to watch. But all he did was he bubbled or bounced the ball to the right. He pushed Koulibaly and Kepa Arrizabalaga. You come here and have the audacity to ask Flawless about Sancho and ask Daps about his expensive signings and ask me about my expensive signing. Kepa Arrizabalaga is the most expensive goalkeeper in football history. And he cannot stop a chance that Flawless or I or Daps can stop. This is your Chelsea goalkeeper. And then this guy has the audacity 3 days before that game to go on the Big Six and say, if we magically win the Champions League, brother, Real Madrid are going to touch you up differently. That is going to be like Kane against Funaki. Remember when he choke slammed him with one arm and he laughed in his face as he choke slammed him? That's what Madrid's going to do to you. Madrid going to pull your pants down and ruin your life. And remember this.
Your predictions in the Champions League haven't been going very well, though, to be fair.
Let me finish.
So I am a bit more confident now that you've said that.
My predictions to my club has been wrong. Everyone else have got to spot on. I told
You said Man United will finish outside the top
I
four.
told City they're going to beat Leipzig, and I told you you're going to beat Dortmund before that game. And I actually predicted all the round correct. So we stop lying. Let me make another prediction quickly, by the way. Napoli is not going to make it to the final. I think Inter Milan or AC Milan is. Remember this. Remember Husam said this.
Oh,
Benfica
oh,
was the
I
better-
You also told me last episode that you told me about Graham Potter, and then now you're cussing me.
Perfect. See,
Graham
that
Potter
brings me
flopping
to my
the league.
second point.
Talk to me.
Matisse
How was Graham Potter in this game? Do you think he was good?
Fantastic. Matisse
Yeah.
assisting me.
Yeah.
But you know what's the funny part? He assisted me to dunk on his own head top. This Matisse, right? He's out here talking about Graham Potter, this, Graham Potter, that. Should Graham Potter teach Koulibaly how to defend? Tell me. Graham Potter football won you that penalty. Beautiful, sexy football. For the first time. Because when Tuchel was here, I wasn't seeing this sexy football.
Oh,
It was
God.
uglier than the United ball.
Oh, here we go.
The Man United ball is ugly as hell. And your
This
one
guy
is
is
even
going to
uglier.
disrespect Tuchel.
1 second.
prop up
Yes,
Potter.
I will disrespect him.
Oh my God.
Yes, I will. And what will you do about it?
Fuck.
Nothing. You will do nothing about it because you're 10th. And actually, he was 11th.
Who has us 10th, you donkey? Who?
And he was 11th 3 games. I'll tell you.
Who has us 10th, you donkey? Who has you saying that we have no chance in the Champions League against Real Madrid? The same Real Madrid that Tuchel beat, and the same Real Madrid that Tuchel nearly did one of the greatest Champions League comebacks on at the Santiago Bernabeu. But you say we have no chance with a better squad. Why is that? Is it because you rate the manager so highly? Because that doesn't make any fucking sense,
Man
brother.
said nearly did. You heard that. You heard that when Liverpool fans say
We beat them once and we knocked out. Whoop-de-doo. You got absolutely destroyed. They fucked you, right? We knocked them out once and they knocked us out. Whoop-de-doo. Biggest club in the world knocked us out. But it was a close score. In aggregate, that was close. Daps knows the experience as well last season. You got fucked, and now you're telling me I'm gonna get fucked by a Real Madrid team that just lost to Barcelona, that is 12 points off Barcelona in La Liga. You're telling me I'm gonna get fucked because you rate Graham Potter so highly. Talk about it. Makes sense.
I'm in his head.
Talk
I'm in
about
his
it.
head and
You
his
fool.
head.
You foolish boy.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Matisse now is flexing, losing nicely. We both lost, brother. We both out. We both out, and you both.
I'm not out. I'm still in it. What are you talking about?
I'm telling you, you're about to meet me in the gulag. You're about to meet me in the gulag. Bro, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. Ask Daps. He lost in the last second. It still is a loss. No such thing as this valiant effort. Knockout football, you win. That's the only thing that matters. You win. It doesn't. All the shit doesn't matter. You have to win, and you won't win against Real Madrid. And
So that if we're talking that side, they are still in it, and you're not.
But Daps, I'm trying to get deep into this. Why are we not
I
going
tell you, you're in a boxing competition with Anthony Joshua, and I'm out of it. Aren't we both out of it? Be honest. Come on.
No,
man.
bro. I mean, I don't know if you've watched Anthony Joshua, but you do have a chance, to be fair. Man's got a week.
Wow.
Husam, can I ask you, why do we have no chance against Real Madrid? What is it?
Okay, I will tell you. Because of Thomas Tuchel and Todd Bowley. This is the reason why you are in this position. Bro, the problem is people don't want to listen to logic.
How?
They do not want to listen to logic.
How?
Matisse, I promise you, I hand on my heart, fuck the agendas, fuck the lies, fuck the bullshit. If you give Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp or Luis Enrique or any amazing manager in this world 12 new players, he will struggle. My brother, there are players, 1-2 players, sometimes that take a year. Look at Jack Grealish last year. Look at him now. Look at Rodri.
But no one's asking you to integrate all of those players at once.
But this 1 second, let me land this. Ask Daps Rodri season 1 versus Rodri season 2. So the difference is unbelievable between Rodri season 1 and Rodri season 2. That could be Enzo, for example, for you next season. But for example,
Fabinho
next
season 4, Fabinho season 5, for example.
Enzo's playing well now.
Season 7.
Enzo's playing great right now.
I'm saying players, a lot of the times coming from outside leagues, you see Daps just loves to stab in the back, even when I'm complimenting his player. It's
No, I'm
crazy.
not stabbing you in the back. I am stabbing you bare face in the face.
Bro,
No, it's not
the point is, many players coming from an outside league,
Yeah,
and it takes them adapting period. You have brought in like 6-7 players from the outside leagues, and you're here
But
expecting.
playing in Europe's different, though, bro. But playing in Europe is different.
No, I'm talking about Chelsea in general. He's asking why are we 10th. I'm saying you signed too many players, too many at once. Sometimes you've got to do shit. That's why for us, Matisse, I want us to sign 4. I don't want to sign 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't want to
Bro,
sign
you need
7.
to concentrate on signing 1 right now.
I agree with you, right? I agree with you
You've
that
signed too many. Final point, Matisse, I promise you. And when it comes to Thomas Tuchel last summer, your team, the context for it was a good context. You had finished in the top 4. You went on a very good run in the Champions League. Now in the summer, you had to make the accurate moves. Thomas Tuchel like Jurgen Klopp, because he's trying his hardest to be Klopp.
Mhm.
Like Jurgen Klopp is stubborn.
Okay. I didn't realize
It's
that.
stubborn.
I don't think Tuchel's identity is huff and puff back and forth.
So Matisse, was he not stubborn in the summer too?
He was, but
you-
you're saying he tried to copy Klopp is completely wrong. They don't do the
Bro,
same style at all.
See, you should have let that go. But now I'm in your head rent free.
I am happy to be rent free, no problem. I got you earlier.
I'm
You
in
get
your
me.
head. You're not in my head.
Yeah, I had you earlier. I was in your head earlier. Now I'm in your head. It's okay. It's 1-1. But I'm just saying that.
In my head. No,
I'm just saying, I get where you're coming from, and that's your logic is exactly why I said that Chelsea are not getting top 4 after all of those signings, because I didn't expect us to go on a great long run. But you cannot drop points against Everton's and Southampton's and blame it because you have too many players constantly. Because at the end of the day, Husam, these teams have their own issues as well. And no one is saying that you have to integrate everybody at one go. But you have to, he's integrated a couple. He brought a couple of new players into the starting 11. There's too much quality in that team, individual quality. We saw Ollie shake his way to second with individual quality. He had no system. He had no style. He just used individual quality to get himself to second in the Premier League. So, yeah, he got sacked in the end. But what I'm saying is that...
won't get sacked in the end. That's my
Well,
point.
at some point, he's going to get sacked because he's not going to just be there forever. But, he almost got sacked, Husam. He almost got sacked. He almost got sacked.
It's going to be fruitful playing this offensive football.
I hope so, Husam. But but I'm living in the current moment, and the current moment is that we drop points against Everton, and really this team should be making a move for top 6 to get Europa League football, which is, in my opinion, actually quite important because coefficient points, and also I'd actually like to try and win something on that stage and use the Andre Santoses and the Ian Martins and Levi Colwells in Europe against those teams. So I would like to be in, I'd rather be in Europa League than be in nothing for me personally. So I think he's got enough quality and he's got enough ability, which is what you're saying, right? In game management, making the right substitutions, being compact towards the end of the game. So we're not split wide open and, conceding in the last minute. I know there's individuals as well at fault. We should be getting top 6, in my opinion. But I don't know what's going to happen.
You cannot keep blaming the manager, though.
The manager. I'm not saying it's all. I'm not saying it's all the manager. At no point, to be funny, to be real, at no point, as I said, it's all the manager. Even when I said that, against Southampton, you've reached a breaking point and you're taking the piss now because you're not winning any football matches. You have to win some games. Even when I said that, I still said it's not all his fault because the board, yes, they've signed too many players and it's not easy to integrate all of them. And yes, the summer window, we didn't, we didn't get some of the positions that we needed, like DM, and we also made a few misjudgments in terms of player profile, Gallagher, things like that. So it is all, everybody has to take responsibility. It's not just down to one man. However,
that's why I blame Tuchel as well.
Yeah, I didn't like that, but he did do some things wrong. He did do some things wrong, but I do believe that you can't just keep going all the way back there and being like, oh,
why do you say some things like it's not affecting you now? That's what I don't understand. Because Tuchel decisions from the summer are affecting you now, Matisse. It's not agenda, it's reality.
I'm not saying it's an agenda, but what I'm saying is that yes, we didn't get the holder midfielder. Yes, he decided to keep Gallagher as a double pivot player. Yes, but towards we're in nearly April, my brother. We're nearly in April. Stop focusing on the past. How many times could I sit here and be like, oh, this happened a couple years ago. This is why I'm struggling. No, I could do that, but I'm trying to focus on now. And the here and now is against Everton, 2-2 against Onana, Gay and Decorah. You should be dealing with that. It's as simple as that.
My problem is you're ignoring the timeline. That's my only problem.
Bro, the timeline is not being ignored. The timeline's there, but the timeline is not going to give you forever excuses to keep dropping points in games like this. If you don't,
you
know what I'm saying?
This season, though. You have to give him this season.
He's going to get this season. He is. God knows where we're going to finish, and he's going to get this season.
Properly judge him, but this season you can't, Matisse, because of the timeline.
You can still look at his in-game management in terms of substitutions and be like, that's not a good sign for the future, or you need to fix that, or you need to improve that. Well, that was the conversation. People were like, why did you go into a 3-5-2 or go into a really defensive, really relegation rhythm type block against an Everton team at home with half an hour to go?
Gallagher didn't even do anything wrong, by the way.
He wasn't good though. He didn't make any positive impact, did he?
He actually did. He dribbled past 4 players, almost created a chance.
That was the one thing that he did well. For the overall part of the game, he didn't really do enough, did he? And people are looking at Madueke's and Mudrik's on the bench and thinking, why couldn't one of them come on? Let me ask you something. If you was at home, to a relegation side leading by 1 goal with half an hour to go, and Klopp went into you know what? You probably fucking like it, to be honest, because it'd be something different. You probably, let me take that back.
I lost to Leeds 2-1 because I didn't defend.
Yeah, you'd probably
actually
like
wrong
that, to be
there.
honest.
Here's the thing, Matisse. Look, the timeline is as follows for me, and this is why I'm not blaming Potter, and it's not just a Potter thing. Whoever was going to be your manager, I wasn't going to blame him. The timeline is as follows: Tuchel was your manager. You had a very good season last season.
So
you gave up,
nothing.
even though
Potter made no mistakes against Everton.
Can I speak, brother? I promise you I'm going to get to it. Just give me 30 seconds and I'm done. You can count till 30 in your head. I'm not even going to do a monologue.
0% blame for Potter.
I'm not even going to do a monologue. I'm
When
just
does the
going to give you
30
the
seconds
reality. The reality is as follows. The reality is as follows. In the summer, you had the money. Todd Bowley was there. You fucked up that summer transfer window with good context with that Tuchel team. You should have signed the forward then. You should have signed the midfielder then. That's where Tuchel fucked up. The season starts. Todd Bowley didn't like Tuchel. If you didn't like him, you should have sacked him from the start, therefore giving the newer manager more time to work with the players. Then Todd Bowley goes and signs 15 players in January. Now, all I'm saying is new managers with that many players are going to struggle. The one thing that I will blame Potter for is the goal from the corner. Because he made the wrong people defend the wrong people.
Okay, so finally some accountability.
Hey,
finally, the manager gets some accountability. Because the way you were making it sound is that it's nothing to do with Potter, and he's just vibing.
That's
and he's just
in your
a
head.
ghost. No, it's what you made it sound like. You said, oh, he's handicapped. What is he meant to do?
On a real level, who's to blame on the second goal?
Brother, the second goal was I didn't like Koulibaly got spun. Kepa was poor, but also I didn't like the fact that we didn't commit to doing anything specific. We weren't compact, and we weren't low block and do or die.
So if Koulibaly tackles Sims, it's 2-1 Chelsea, and you've done your job. It's the truth. I know it's a bad.
But we shouldn't be that open in that minute, really, with a couple of minutes to go.
You're saying we shouldn't be that open, but 2 years from now, when you're playing open football and you're 4-0 up because of moments like these,
we really believe in this shit, innit? Damn.
No, but you won't be complaining 2 years from now when you're 4-0 up because of open football.
Do you know what? Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Got to build this up. Remember Arsenal under Arteta?
I've always maintained. I don't think he's a bad manager. I think he's a good manager. I think he's got he's shown his credentials along the way, not at the highest level, but but the fact that you're 100% certain, that's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. Anyway, let's move on. We're gonna have to get to the Manchester clubs at some point. Well, I think we should go to United next because you guys.
Lawless not going to say anything about Chelsea. Daps not going to say anything about Chelsea.
I mean,
so they get butt fucked by Sims. No one says anything.
Hold on. Do you know why I'm not going to say nothing about Chelsea? Because honestly, I didn't watch the game. I went straight out after the Chelsea games.
Daps.
I watched it, and the thing is, I'm just
you know what it is. I'll be a hypocrite, sit here and talk about the game. I didn't watch it, bro. So
I seen the majority. I seen all of the second half, and obviously when Chelsea went 2-1 up, I thought, Chelsea are gonna see this out. I'm still can't believe the goal in which it happened. Like the way Sims went past Koulibaly, he just seemed to breathe with ease, and I was I'm still in shock. I think that's where it stems from because I'm watching the game unfold. I'm like, all right, Sims going, Koulibaly going to get to him. And he just brushed him aside, but it didn't seem quick. It didn't seem powerful. They didn't seem and Koulibaly just got breezed past. And that's the one thing that Koulibaly is known for and supposed to be good at. And then kept it. It's Chelsea, man. They in 10th place for a reason. There is
but Flores, you have to say something as well. You can't.
You know what I'm saying?
As a representative, you have to come up here and talk your shit because Matisse will talk his shit to you.
Yeah, he will, but his team's in 10th. I don't need
exactly. So kick him while he's down because he deserves it. While he's on the ground and pound. Ground and pound his ass.
He wants me dead.
And
ground and pound, bro.
It's because it's Battle of the North. I ain't interested in Chelsea like that. It's more Liverpool.
Everton is
you man of the ups. Yeah. I like Everton though. You know what I'm saying? So props to Everton. I like Everton.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we do, man. Enemy of my enemy is my friend, man. That's where that stems from.
No, but that's not true. Because
ground and pound. Which I don't. Bruv, this guy.
That's just my preference. I don't mind Everton. You know what I'm saying?
I can't lie. There's no Scouser that likes a Mank and vice versa.
Yeah, you're right. I'm saying, but
so why you like Scouser in blue? That's
no.
weird.
I like Scousers in blue because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. They
That's just
despise. They
weird.
understand the
That's very
despise.
weird.
How is it?
That's
How is
bare
that weird?
beta behavior.
How
right
is it
there.
weird?
Bare
You know what I'm
beta.
saying? What? An enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Because your original enemy scored 7 past you have to
You know what
rely
I'm
on your
saying?
other friend.
No, I
to beat
hated you
him?
before the 7. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? I
but the
hated you
7
long before the
made
7.
you hate me more.
I
It's
hated.
okay.
I've hated Liverpool when you was in nappies. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? If we really want to go there,
Why
I'm
are you
much older than
flexing being old?
You know what I'm
You
saying?
think that's
Because I look great. That's why. That's why I can
okay,
flex being
I'm
old.
happy for
I
you. I
look
look
great,
great
and
as
it makes
well.
a point.
Losing weight,
I never
alhamdulillah.
said you don't look great. You know what I'm saying?
Coming,
And that. But
2022.
yeah, we know, innit? You know what I'm saying? I don't look as good
Yeah,
as
I go
Andrew
gym.
Wiggins according to you, but you know, we moved. That's a whole different conversation.
No
You know what I'm
skinny
saying?
thing.
That is, I am.
God
You know what I'm
damn.
saying? But yeah, I don't look as good as Andrew Wiggins according to you, but we moved. But yeah,
Big up, big up.
I mean, Man
Yeah, that's
United,
Go on.
in the end,
What do you want to ask me, Matisse?
I
know
I
Husam
actually
has
don't have
plenty
any
of
questions
questions.
because
Oh, you
I know
have no
exactly.
questions? Okay.
I know exactly what happened, right? You guys. I didn't watch the game, but I saw the highlights and I saw the 9 men, and that was the big changing point, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Let's be clear. You guys want to go down to Mitrovic, and then next thing you know, Mitrovic is trying to beat up the referee, and you know someone else gets themselves sent off for the tackle in the beginning, and then it's like 9 men, manager sent off, and then Man United have a massive advantage. The comeback begins and ends. Husam, you don't seem to be happy with the red cards. So talk to me. Well, the red cards because
I know
Bruno.
Husam
You're
is
thinking Bruno should have got one. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Hassam gonna get to that. So let me just get to the speak on the game quickly because I know Hassam. Actually, I don't know.
I
what
was about to
Hassam's gonna
say, Matisse, what's this directing
same
you're
with the
doing?
red cards.
It's the United
But,
section. You start with the United fan.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's because you almost started the
I
section
have
without me.
class. I have class.
No,
Unlike
because
the
you always
Spurs.
jump in on the Manchester United
Never
section.
get
Yeah,
it.
so
I know.
For some reason, my brain just said
my
to take
brother.
it to you because you were the one that tried to bring it up earlier.
But
No,
yeah, in
let
regards,
the second biggest club in England. Let them speak.
but
No,
in
they're not
regards
comfort like you.
Sky called it the second
Sky.
biggest club. Wait.
God damn.
Funny the way he said that. Respect. But yeah, in regards to the games, we were
Yeah,
awful.
Island dog.
But the first 70 minutes, we was awful, absolutely horrendous. Minus De Gea, who kept us in the game with a couple world-class saves and other saves you would expect him to make. Martinez, who was solid. Surprisingly, Harry Maguire was actually okay, and as was Wan-Bissaka. Other than that, everybody else was poor. Shaw, the entire midfield, the entire attack, everybody was poor. And then Fulham, obviously, they took, I can't say, on the balance of play, yes, they took a deserved lead. But what people seem to forget all the time, and that's what people are upset about. I don't know. I'd be interested to see what Hassam's going to say, because I think that's where his frustration lies and where the Fulham frustration lies is they dominated the game, dominated the ball, had all of the possession, and created one clear-cut chance in 70 minutes. And then one piece of quality from Sancho, the first thing we did well in the final third, and we got a penalty. Why Willian just didn't let the goal in, I don't know. Because at 1-1 with 11 men, they were the better team anyway. So why he's handled the ball on the goal line, I have no idea whatsoever. Because like I said, Sancho in that moment there, that's the first piece of quality we've shown in the entire game in the final third. The amount of times that ball gets played, and why Fulham had no one at the back, I have no idea as well. But that's their lookout. But how many times have we seen that ball get played to Sancho and the attacker will shoot and it will get saved? So he's gone round the goalkeeper. And then even he's on his weaker side and it was Reed, who's, if he shoots, probably blocks that on the line. He checks back in and then shoots, and then Willian looks like he's playing basketball. It was a red card. I've seen people talking about, it wasn't a red card on socials. I'm like, what are we complaining about? It's a stonewall penalty. It's a stonewall red card. The Willian one, the handball. It's a stonewall red card. Stonewall. I don't get what people are saying.
He's blocked it from going in the goal.
You lot know me. I'm super honest. The same way on the show last week here, and we were talking about the Casemiro red card, and I said, yeah, it was a red. I said, you give the referee an excuse, but that is a stonewall red card and a stonewall penalty. What Marco Silva said to the ref, I don't know. I'm saying that's still not come out, but apparently when the ref's at the VAR, man, you can't go and approach him. That's what people have said, so it might stem from that. And then Mitrovic, again, what are you complaining to the referee about? I don't understand. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm lost as to what the Fulham players were and Fulham staff were so mad about. But I think it stems back to what I just said in regards to them being the dominant team, and all of a sudden the game looks like it's level when I can't say we don't deserve to be, because minus the Anfield game, which people are going to mention, defensively we've been solid the entire season pretty much. I've spoken on our defensive resilience, and even us not being at our best, we limited them. Football is much more than having XG and pretty triangles and given goals. what clear-cut chances did Fulham create? One, and they scored it. Mitrovic header was world-class save from De Gea, but that's not a clear-cut chance. The Willian save, that's not a clear-cut chance. What did they create? They created a whole load of half chances. But if you're in 70 minutes and you've been this dominant and you created one clear-cut chance, you always leave. That can always happen. Whether it's a referee mistake, whether it's a mistake on your part, or a moment of individual brilliance from the opposition. And that's what happened in the game. And then they lost their heads, went down to 9 men, and you know it's going to be a wrap from there. But that's what it is. Was the performance good from Manchester United? Absolutely.
Sam,
we were shocking.
Sam, you were saying that you
Sancho
don't think
produced one piece of magic that helped turn the game on its head. We did a complete 180 once he did that.
Flawless, you have waffled.
But sorry, Husam, early on, before we moved on to this,
yeah.
you said that you thought that I think you ended your stream because you didn't think the Mitrovic was a sending off. Now, all right, did he? Was it GBH? Yeah? Is he going to go pen for it? No, but you know the rules, bro. You can't put your hands on a referee. You know that, innit?
It's a red card.
Okay, let me clarify. First of all, Flawless, what I think you're waffling about is that Fulham didn't have clear-cut chances. Bro, David De Gea was in Gordon Banks' bag.
Okay.
Like, my man was out here.
Name the clear-cut. No.
Flawless, hear me. I'm about to name it.
Name the clear-cut chances, please.
I'm about to name it. See, this is the problem. You guys interrupt 3 seconds. You don't want me to talk about.
Doc, I know you like to go around the houses and back.
That's your problem.
You know what I'm saying? Name the clear-cut chances.
Lisandro Martinez has been a dog.
Name the clear-cut chances. You know what I'm saying? All you are doing is waffling. Name the clear-cut chances, my brother.
If the Mitrovic header is not a clear chance, then
no, it's not a clear-cut chance. A header because if Williams on the end of that and not Mitrovic, he doesn't get connection like that. That's a great header. There's no way that you're the only person on God's green earth that sees that cross go into Mitrovic and goes, he should score from that. Clear-cut chance means the striker should
David
score.
De Gea is stretching himself like
it's a world-class save. But you know what?
Okay, so if it's a world-class save, by definition, it's a world-class chance. So it's a clear-cut chance.
No, it's not.
Because if a long shot goes in from 35 yards, you can make a world-class save. That's not a big chance. That's not a massive chance.
You watched the United game.
No.
I didn't watch the game. I'm just clarifying on that point that you made is wrong.
This guy
incorrect.
That's a low XG. That's a low XG chance, and you're saying it's a big chance.
Same way, Matisse. If an attacker shoots from 40 yards,
I called you Undertaker. You know, I should have called you Kujiri because all you do is spit venom.
He spits the truth, man.
Venom and then kick.
This guy, man, is absolute. There's no way that cross.
If you saw the header that I'm talking about,
that cross has not gone into. He's seen the highlights. That cross has not gone into Mitrovic.
He hasn't seen the highlights.
He did. He said he's seen the highlights.
Have you seen the highlights? No, you haven't.
He said.
No, yeah, I have seen the highlights. Yeah,
you
I mean, I'll watch it again. I'll watch it again. I have no problem.
So you actually haven't seen the Mitrovic?
No, I have seen the highlights. I know exactly. I know what you're talking about, but I'm going to watch it again.
Way that cross.
That was an unbelievable save from the.
It was great. I agree with you. It was an unbelievable save.
Okay, so how's that not a clear-cut chance?
Because I just explained.
But it's not a shot from 35 yards.
Yeah, I know. But I just gave you an example of why that logic doesn't work for me. That's why I just gave you an example of why that logic doesn't work.
It's dumb logic. Again, stop going around the houses and back and throwing up red herrings like you always do when you don't want to answer questions. Name the clear-cut chances. Red herrings means you throwing in bullshit into the argument. That doesn't mean you're trying to basically move the argument. Yeah, over here it's called red herrings. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. Name the clear-cut chances that Fulham created. Apart from the goal that Mitrovic scored, name the clear-cut chances.
Flawless, have you ever been to Speaker's
Name the clear-cut chances, my brother. I will keep asking you the same shit. We're not moving on from this. Name the clear-cut chances.
You remind me of the people over there.
Name the clear-cut chances that Fulham created in the game, fam.
Mitrovic had clear-cut chances.
Did you say the Robertson chance is a clear-cut chance?
No, it's not a clear-cut chance. No, there's no way when that drops to Robertson. The one that, see, you don't even remember it. So that's how you know it's not a clear-cut chance.
No, but he didn't have one. He had two.
Narrow angle, I guess.
He didn't. Like it's a narrow, and no one when that ball drops to Robinson goes.
Angle was a bit narrow, yeah, but still.
That's not.
But anyway, look, forget clear-cut chances.
Okay, now it's forget. No. So let's just clarify. Clear-cut chances because you haven't got any. Yeah, because you don't have no argument, and this is what happens all the time.
I stick by what I said. Mitrovic was a clear-cut chance. That was
okay. Well, you're the only person on planet Earth that thinks that. So cool.
Okay, no problem.
Carry on, innit?
I'm watching. You're talking about that Mitrovic header from the corner.
Yes, of course. That's a
clear-cut brother. That header is almost outside of the box.
Yeah, but it's a clear-cut chance.
How is that a clear-cut chance? Do you know how difficult that header is? Like, bro, the fact that he even got that on target, bro, it's so far out. It's nearly outside the box. Yeah, it's a tough header.
You ain't talking
Yeah,
to
can
some.
someone
You ain't,
objectively speak on this game or not?
you ain't talking to some dunce and
Because
Twitter spaces
Battle of
now.
the
You know what I'm
North
saying? innit?
sometimes it lacks objectivity. We need objectivity.
I'm very
We-
objective.
That's the
Well,
stat.
I can
You
tell you
just been
that
caught
Fulham,
out.
Anyway.
Fulham were
You just
good.
been caught out. He said Fulham. No,
Fulham
no,
were
no.
good.
He
all
said
this
Fulham
red
been good. No,
herring
no, no. Hassan
comment,
said,
bro,
let's
this is
clarify
chance
what
for
happened. No,
Mitro.
no,
Yeah.
no. Let's clarify what
It's not a
happened.
clear cut
Hassan
chance.
said-
I think
Hassan
the
said, "Nah,
difference the difference here is we're talking about chances versus clear cut or
clear-cut
big
half-
chances.
Yes, that's my point. Is
That was a
half chances and
chance. It was a
clear-cut
chance,
chances
but
is
it's not. I
different.
wouldn't call it
But
a
the
clear
likes of
cut
Husam,
chance.
the likes of Husam would always get fooled by what looks good on compilations and given goals and pretty triangles and XG and all of these things of that nature. Like I stated, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
don't even know
they
what
had one.
XG
They
is.
had one clear cut. They had one clear cut chance and they took that. This is why
This
when
guy
Husam
thinks I'm
said
a
they created
tactical.
over. Hassan said, "Oh, they created clear cut chances."
Who's
All right,
Sam?
name it,
Who's
but you
Sam?
can't.
Who's
We're still
Hassan,
here.
brothers?
We're
Who's
still here
Sam?
5 later. We're here still 5
You're
minutes later.
clutching now,
You can't
Husam.
name
Am I calling you
anything.
Anyway.
clueless?
You know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
Like you
Okay,
got.
Let's
you got
move
nothing
on.
to
So
say.
so you don't feel like it was a red
Can I
card for
just
Mitrovic?
speak, brother? Can I just speak for the
Talk
love
sense
of
then.
God?
Talk sense then. Don't say
I have to.
waffling.
I'm trying to
I will
progress the
Talk
play. Sorry.
I'm
Okay,
saying.
makes sense. Fulham were 100% the better team. 100 million percent. Shout out to my Jamaican guy. I said bad mind. I agree with you. I am bad mind sometimes. Anyway, Fulham were the much better team. Much better team.
I
And-
agree.
And they had the much better chances. If United actually didn't have any sort of dangerous chances, I would think when Fulham were 1-0 up until the crazy shit Willian did. By the way,
I also agree.
Willian rightfully got sent off, and it was rightfully given as a penalty. I just saw it from a different angle because the first angle, and no one can deny this, the angle that they were showing on TV, the VAR one, didn't show Willian actually touch it with his hand.
Yeah.
Like they replayed it so fast. There were two angles, one from behind Willian, where it showed like all you see is Willian doing this, and suddenly the ball hitting, and the one from the front as well, because there's like a United player in the way, you can't see it clearly, but from the other angles later on we saw it. That also asks the question: the FA so corrupt. You have all this money, you can't even get proper cameras. You're out here zooming on Microsoft Paint like it's 2008 RuneScape. Why are you zooming like this? It is 2023. Zoom in properly. Stop giving these people equipment like it's 2009 Facebook and you're planting strawberries on Farmville. This is not how life works. You have to move on.
Quality game,
You have to
shout out,
move on.
Farmville.
Bring HD so we
What
can
game?
see. You see how in the
Quality.
Champions League, when the offside shit happens, bro, they turn it into immediately like a cartoon, and it's like the line is so clear, and you see exactly which parts are offside. Like the Prem, you are swimming in money. Fix up, bro. Now, the part where I don't like is the referee ruined the game for me. I've seen 10 player teams beat 11 player teams, but I've never seen 9 beat 11. We have seen 10 beat 11 before. Now, my thing is, if I'm walking next to someone, let's say me and Daps are walking next to someone, I'm trying to speak to Matisse. Matisse is not listening. I do this to him so he can turn to me and I can speak to him. He didn't need to send off Mitrovic. As a referee, you also have the objective of controlling the game. You've sent off Marco Silva, you've sent off Willian. Don't send off also Mitrovic just because he did this to you. It's not like he punched you or he pushed you or he shoved you. He wanted you to look him in the face. So he tapped you on the shoulder just to turn around so you can speak to him. At that moment, control the game better as the referee. Do not send off Mitrovic. We have a game on our hands because the game, I will be honest, was a beautiful game. It was an absolutely amazing game, bro. You're watching some great football, being played by Fulham. United on the counter attack as always. Oli on
We were not
steroids.
on the counter attack.
It was a great game of football. Great game of football.
But can I say, just to debate your point a bit?
Not a sending off for Mitrovic.
But the thing is, though, Husam, the reason why
absolute rubbish.
Husam, you have to set a precedent, right? You're not meant to touch
Why
the
was
referee.
not sent off at Anfield?
Now, do you know what? Husam, I get
Like you
what you're
can't
saying.
touch the referee because from the moment you don't send him off for that, then it sets a precedent of okay, we can start barging the referee, and now it's like, oh, how like what do we determine as like serious force for a red card? Do you push him? Do you shove him? Do you give him a little tap? Do you give him a little slap on the back of the head? Like what is it gonna be for the red card? Like really, the rule should be you just can't touch the referee. Like you can't. You don't touch the referee.
I agree with what he's saying. Yeah, about the game management was poor. Yeah. But that. Right there, he had to go for it. What he probably should have done was maybe a few minutes before, he should have just, there's times where referees sometimes will go in and just chill the game out for a minute, and he let it just build up and
yeah, and they were fighting and shit.
Yeah, because of their.
I do
Because
what
again,
you're saying,
but
but it's a send off,
the,
though. You can't be
The referee
their
had
own-
poor
no, no,
game
no.
control.
That's their own mistakes, though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's on Fulham. Willian handled the ball and got himself sent off.
I
and gave
agree.
us a penalty.
Correct decision.
Marco Silva got himself sent off. And with the Mitrovic
Wrong
thing,
decision.
let's not do that and act like Mitrovic. Oh, just gently was trying to polite. He was being supremely aggressive. Let's not do that. You can see him shouting and pointing at the ref. When he nudges the referee, that is in an aggressive fashion. If any of us are on a night out and somebody does that to one of us, we are ready to fight. Like, let's not act like he did it all nicely. Let's not do this, Husam. You're much smarter than that, but don't play stupid games. Get
Should
stupid
Bruno
prices.
have been sent off?
Let's not do that. Yes, if Bruno,
Yeah,
yes,
Bruno should have been.
yes, you know.
Okay,
I'm
so you're
100%.
keeping the same energy. I'm saying.
When again. This is I'm keeping. When do
I'm
I
saying
not
it's not
keep
the
the same
sending off.
energy? I always keep the same energy. So is the Bruno one not a sending off then?
I don't.
I
wouldn't-
remember a while ago.
Okay.
Aguero did
And
it
what I'll
with the
say
left.
is about the Bruno one, and what I'll say
Linesman.
about the Mitrovic one is the same thing. You are giving the referee an excuse. Keep your hands to yourself. Mitrovic was extremely aggressive. Let's not forget from
So
that.
both
He's
should be
pointing
sent
at the
off
ref.
then.
He's pointing. No. He's pointing at the referee in the referee's face. Not all cases are the same. Let's not do that. What Mitrovic did was worse.
It was
You know what I'm
worse.
saying?
I've just watched the Bruno one back.
Here we
God
go.
damn
Bruno, for me, yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
it was
No,
worse,
let me
it was
land. I've not
worse.
finished. No, I've not finished.
Mitrovic
Don't go here.
was hype.
Don't go hear me go.
Man.
No. Don't go hear me go because I literally just said
He pushed
2
him.
minutes before that. Again, I literally just said before that they are both sendings off.
I'm talking
So
about flawless.
two things
Matisse
can be-
said
two things
it's worse.
Okay, but
Matisse-
I'm
No,
just- hold on.
no, because it is
It's
worse.
worse.
Like
But it is
I do
worse.
believe it is worse.
Flawless, I'm
Listen,
responding to
I
him.
don't
Why
go
are you
to
angry
this-
at me?
Because-
I already
That-
said
because
you
you
keep the same
started this with
energy.
this rubbish.
No,
Because you
hold on,
if-
hold on.
if-
Hold on one
if-
sec.
if-
No, I said I
if,
agree with you. You keep the same energy.
if
Matisse
my
has a
if my player, if Koulibaly goes over to a referee and is more forceful than Mitrovic and pushes him onto the ground, I'm going to say that's worse. So yes, there is levels to this, but
Look
my
at
rule
Matisse
is that I just said at the
like
beginning, you
RKO
shouldn't
him.
just don't touch the official in the first place.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
so-
saying.
and all this nonsense about the ref ruined the
Matisse
game.
is
No,
acting
the
like
ref no.
Mitrovic choke slammed the guy.
All this
I didn't say he
no.
choke slammed him. I said it was a red card.
All of this
Matisse,
regards.
there's some shit you wouldn't know unless you watch the game. The
But
referee,
hold on,
I just literally watched it. I
Husam,
just watched it.
the
please,
ref
can I
had
just say-
shit game management.
I know he
allowed
did, bro. I can tell. I can tell he has shit game management. I can see that the lack
And
of
by the way,
control that he
another
has.
moment, let me just speak on
Sorry,
another-
No,
Daps,
no.
Daps,
Daps,
go on.
I'm talking now. I've been waiting 5 fucking minutes to say this,
go on,
right? The difference is, and the truth of the matter is, right, and both of them are sendings off because both of them are hands-on referees. But the Bruno one was actually to the linesman, was get out the way because I want to take this free kick or something, yeah? Right? Whereas the Mitrovic was to the referee, no, stop where you're going. You're going to fucking listen to me. There is a big difference between
Facts.
that. Me going, get out the way to someone, and me saying, come here because I fucking want to have a go at you. Big difference, bro. Massive difference.
Yeah.
This is my point. Man are acting like murder cases are all the same. This is why some murder cases people will get 25 years. This is why some people will get life and the death penalty because it's not all the same. Two people can be guilty of the exact same
Death
crime
penalty?
and it's not
Wow.
the same. Yes, the death penalty in certain
This is
countries,
what
if
we're
you do
talking
certain
about,
things,
Mitrovic,
you'll get
that's-
death penalties. No. I'm not talking about Mitrovic.
He's giving you an
But again,
example.
I've
Stop
got to
being
give
a
you an example. This guy gotta be a dickhead.
This guy is so
You know what I'm saying? That this is what I'm
on
saying.
purpose.
Because there's nothing factual he can say to what there's nothing he can say respond back to what I'm saying. And I'm
Okay,
saying
I know there is something factual I can say. The factual thing I
Go
would say is as follows. United always get favorable decisions. From the start of the season up until today, United
here
have
we go.
consistently gotten favorable decisions by the referee. Now, there's one final question that will prove whether Flawless keeps the same energy or not.
always do.
When Anthony first came on and he kicked Robinson in the foot, was that a sending off?
Yes.
Okay. Thank God, United fans, you need to thank God right now that the guy who represents you is not delusional. You need to thank God.
I've
Because-
been here.
No,
for how
Flawless,
long
big
I've
up, Flawless, just give me a second. Big up to
Right.
Flawless. Because he's right. Anthony comes on. No, but people laugh. But Anthony comes on. He kicks Robinson in the foot. VAR don't even check it.
Yeah,
This is
but
why
okay.
I'm saying, this is why when you look
It's
at the
inconsistent.
overall game, Matisse, hear me out. When you look at the overall game, Matisse, if you actually sat down and you watched 90 minutes of football, Fulham were so much better. The referee had poor game
Yeah, they
management.
Yeah.
He didn't even book Anthony, didn't even give him a yellow for that. He fully fucking kicked Robinson. Didn't even get a yellow for it, brother. No VR review, nothing. Robinson, sorry, 10 seconds later, tackles Anthony, gets a yellow. It's insane. The game management was so shit. He built up the tension. The players on the pitch were fighting. The players were angry. This was on that fucking referee, this game. This is
No,
the thing. United, for me, overall performance did not deserve to win the game. Fulham were the much
agreed.
better side.
Agreed.
Fulham were dominant. Fulham were a lot better. And this shows all the shit that I've been saying about United all year long. It is not sustainable. The Ten Hag football next season is going to be different with his new players because now they're going to have to play high line. You might go through a little bit of a transition. All of the shit that I'm saying, people think it's agenda. I agree I am an asshole. And I agree I say stuff like an asshole.
So do I.
I agree.
We agreed.
I agree. I say
That's the
stuff
most
like an
sensible
asshole
thing you said all show.
But that does not mean what I say is not fact because I'm an asshole. Like, I agree. Okay, I say it in an asshole manner. Only on steroids. Haha. But it is true. Why do you have the second deepest line in the league?
Okay, so
Why
let
are
me
you
let me respond to
De Gea?
okay, so let me respond to all this. Since the World Cup, because you keep pointing out this deepest line. Someone actually put this out on Twitter accidentally that our line has been much higher. Number one, number two, you've been incorrect when you said Fulham had the ball and we played on the counter attack. We did not play on the counter attack. We was awful. You said out of your own mouth we created nothing. We gave nothing. There was no plan. It wasn't give the ball to Fulham and hit them on the counter attack. We just couldn't get the ball because we was awful. So this whole thing about United play counter attacking football all the time is nonsense. Number one. Numero uno, it's not on the referee to control the Fulham players. The reason why the Fulham players were so upset because for all the reasons you stated, they were dominant, they were the better side, they played pretty football. And we already established it because when I asked you the question multiple times, you could not answer. What clear-cut chances did they create? Creating chances and scoring goals is what wins you football matches, people. Michael Owen moment. And people seem to forget this because of because of XG and because of pretty patterns of play and step overs and giving goals and looking good and making Manchester United defenders look silly. They didn't create enough. They did not do enough when they was dominant. If this was a boxing match, we was groggy and for 5-6 rounds and they didn't stop us. And then somehow we managed to hit him. Let me go. I'll let you land. So let me land.
Sorry.
I apologize. You can feel bad for Fulham all you want. I don't care. Create more chances. You know what I'm saying? If you dominate a game for if you dominate a game for 70 minutes, create more than one clear-cut chance and you go through. Simple as that. There's a reason where Manchester United, there's a reason where Fulham. Bear in mind as well, you're talking about Ten Hag, bro. The only permanent signing we had out there of his was Martinez, and it's shown. You know what I'm saying? I've said this on here. This is why I said we're not in the title race.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it definitely shown. What do you mean? What do I mean? It's shown. The
you
only.
thought
Let me repeat
Martinez
that
had
again.
a good game?
No. Let me repeat that again. That's not what I'm saying. That's not
just
what I
asking,
said.
bro.
I said so. If you listen, you would know not to ask that question.
Innocent.
The point I'm making is the only permanent signing we had of Ten Hag's out there on the pitch was Martinez, and it showed in terms of the performance. You know what I'm saying? And if you had a rope around your head, I'd kick away the chair. But my point is, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's crazy.
That point,
you're gonna get demonetized this video.
I'm joking, man.
This video gonna get demonetized.
All the bullshit you said. So yeah, and like I said, the ref is not on the referee.
Damn, I really am an asshole. Crazy.
Yeah, it's not on the referee to control the Fulham players. They were upset that the game was still close, and it shouldn't have been. And you mentioned there, Anthony should have got sent off. Yeah, and yeah, that was another thing.
No card for flawless.
No, I was going to book him. I was going to give him a yellow for that.
You're yellow. Fuck your yellow, Matisse.
No,
you
one more thing.
One
more thing.
One
more thing.
Exactly.
One more thing. No, hold up. Hold up. One more thing as well. No. One more thing
as
well.
You set me up for Adam Johnson by mistake, but he said he will decapitate me, and it's okay. Send him off now.
That's not sending him. It's a booking, man.
Some consistency.
It's a booking. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Sam, watch how you speak to the ref, bro. Don't be angry.
No, but Daps, he should be sent off also, be honest. Daps, you are the assistant. Be honest, he should be sent off.
Bro,
let me go to my assistant. Daps, can I get your thoughts? So hold on a second, hold on. Let me just remove the two parties out of this, okay? Daps. Like what's the cause? I've not even fully deep the situation. Do I need to rescind the yellow and just go straight red on that one? Because he did say he was going to decapitate him.
Trying to get me up in court and snitch. I didn't see nothing.
Bro, bro.
I saw nothing.
Bro, I need help.
I'm not snitching. I didn't see nothing.
Let's run a poll.
See how many snitches there are in the comments.
I just want to run a poll. Is Flawless threatening to decapitate?
Listen, out context, they'll probably have it. They'll have a clip of it. So
red card for Flawless
next week,
or just the yellow. I just need to.
I'm being kicked out of this as well, by the way.
Because I don't want him to influence the decision making process. It's just us here to talk about this quickly and get get this sorted. Okay, the poll's going on, guys. Sorry, just to bring you back in. We're gonna handle this, okay? Just Flawless, make your point, and then you're probably gonna get sent off.
But the point, yeah, that's cool. So before I get sent off, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm not snitching.
This whole thing about Manchester United getting favorable decisions from referees. We all sat here last week and have spoken on the show many times about the incompetence of referees. So incompetent referees make incompetent decisions, but now it's gone the way of Manchester United. All of a sudden, it's on our side. Bear in mind against Southampton, like just last week, we had a stonewall penalty ruled out. You know what I'm saying? Not given. Stonewall. There's been many decisions this season we haven't got. So this whole thing about all conspiracy theories, no, the referees are just poor. You've said it yourself, Husam. The referees are incompetent. So incompetent referees make incompetent decisions. But because it goes for a team that you dislike, all of a sudden it's, oh my God, conspiracy theories, blah, blah, blah. Nonsense, man. That's why you were stressed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the referee ruined the game.
I'm not stressed.
You were just pissed. No, you were stressed.
To be fair, Casemiro has been catching a lot of red cards.
I'm saying,
so...
this is what I'm talking about. This is why he turned off his watch along, because he was pissed like the Fulham players, because he watched us get absolutely battered for 70 minutes and they were 1-0 up. Then all of a sudden it's penalty sending off and it's like, oh shit, United are going through. That's what the problem is. That's where it lies. Salty tears, man. Inject it. I love it. Everyone crying on the timeline. I love it. You turn off
crying
watch
except you.
You
You've
know
been
what I'm saying? And that.
I'm gonna end the poll at 500 votes. So just know that
I finish all my watch alongs.
I agree here.
I finish all my watch alongs. I'm not you. You know what I'm saying? I finish all my watch alongs, mate. You know what I'm saying? I can hack it.
Okay, every horse has a day.
Man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna end the poll at 500 votes. So keep your votes coming in.
Guys, he deserves to get
I will never quit, man. You lot
very close.
To 7 and I still turned up.
Let me go through these super chats. Is that okay? Or do you want to say
my people to make, not flawless? Now here's the thing when it comes
this is to the jury now. Sorry. Go on, Karen.
This is the thing. You know, flawless, you know, likes to do this whole the decisions even out. The decisions don't.
I never said that.
Okay, I apologize.
Yeah.
When it comes to
you know what I'm saying?
The decisions and the referees and the inconsistencies,
you need to end this like you
ended it is not a thing where like I have a conspiracy against United. I think City gets favorable decisions a lot of the time as well. You know, I think certain big clubs like Arsenal don't get favorable decisions. I think we don't get favorable decisions because we've had.
Fucking don't.
But we've actually had one penalty all year long. Like we've actually had one penalty all year long. Like you're telling me no Liverpool player was tackled in the box for like 28 games. Come on, man. So like
he got a penalty against Bournemouth.
Liverpool the victims.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. One all year long.
Yeah,
one penalty. When you look, for example, at the decision United against Man City at home. The offside from the Bruno one. That's
back to what I'm saying.
So that's
the
game
against
we didn't get.
Incompetent referees make incompetent decisions.
Yeah, the game against Liverpool, for example, you know, the game against Liverpool, 3 United players should have been sent off easily.
Incompetent referees.
All right, we're gonna move it along because I need to go through.
Just favorable decisions against for the same club over and over and over. And there is no surprise because Howard Webb, ladies and gentlemen, is back.
Get your bread in it.
The guy that was photoshopped into a United kit 12 years ago when it was a lot harder to do Photoshop. Now you do it with an app, 10 seconds. Back then, 3 hours to make one Photoshop.
People to do that for himself.
So that's how difficult it is. But still, people made it. Big up Ryan Babel as well, who got a fine.
AJ says, Adam Johnson, no, I need an apology. Husam, obviously, he's already apologized. Every week is like Sesame Street with Big Cherry from LJ Brown.
Is that AJ? Just quickly, is that AJ? Yeah, is he? I don't know if there's more than one AJ, but there's one AJ.
He's
there
the City fan.
Saying that I twerk for Man United. If that AJ's a City fan, he can't actually be a City fan if he thinks I twerk for United. Because if you're a City fan, you wouldn't know that.
Yeah,
no, there's another AJ.
You crash on us all the time.
There's another AJ. I think it's the new AJ. This one.
You crash on us all the time.
There's more than one AJ.
Sims is Carlos' cousin.
There's AJ, LJ, HJ.
OJ is my first name, double barrel. Actually, yeah, we already had that one. Appreciate it. Yeah, because this was way back when we was going through that whole. I don't even know how that argument even started.
You not see the chat, by the way?
Yeah, I've seen. We're gonna get to it. Once this whole Man United thing is over. Paul Tierney says Chelsea bunch of Sims, Husam, and any cherry trifle. Any cherry trifle. Bloody hell.
Wow.
He's shot both of us there.
I don't even know what trifle is, to be honest.
Cake. AJ, Chelsea must win the Champions League with this super team. Sounds like Thabz has just basically
Have you ever
said
went to a bakery and asked for cherry cake? Never. Be honest.
You let Little Sims score and you can't even beat Everton at home.
Just shoot through.
Football is a humbler crumbler. And you
Humbler
must
crumbler.
beat Arsenal for the sake of us all. I agree with that last part. We actually do need to turn up and do something now. I've had enough of
You
this
won't,
bullshit.
but yeah.
Yeah,
Nice one.
one could dream. Potter is a squad builder, not a good coach. His best season at Brighton, they only scored 42 goals. De Zerbi Brighton has already scored 46 goals with a worse squad. Lost Trossard and Basuma and Cucurella.
Who were Bissouma, Trossard, and
Oh, yeah,
Cucurella before Potter?
That's a great point, Husam. That's a great point. That's why I'll stick up for you. People trying to say that suddenly he's in. Did he inherit this squad or from Chris Hughton when he had Glenn Murray up front? You didn't know who Basuma or Trossard or Cucurella was before.
Brighton signed for like fucking 1 million and shit. Like
Facts,
no one knew
100%. So let's not even play that game. Yeah, exactly. Howard Webb has been United's best signing this season.
Love that, man.
Big up AJ.
And Ash says already singing "We Are Champions." Come on, you Gunners. Matt, why don't you have an Arsenal fan on your show? Because this is not a London show. London ain't got Kahuna in this panel. Yeah, because this ain't a London show, so there is no Arsenal fan. We already have London Close Carnage. How many Arsenal fans do you want to see on this channel every week?
JJ اخر مره انت حطيت تعليق بالعربي حبيبي ونسي ماتيس حطه على الشاشه فبعتذر لك يعني بالنيابه عن الهاي. Big up to you, JJ.
Wow.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking, bro.
What has he said? What has he just said?
This is the same guy. Last time he put a comment in Arabic and we forgot to read it.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, yeah, they're saying that Matt Law tweeted out that Conte's been sacked. How true it is, I don't know.
Apparently, it says parting ways.
Yeah,
Parting ways, set to part ways with Conte.
Set to part ways in the next 24 hours or something like that. Okay, so it's not quite done yet. Flawless, as an Arsenal fan, I'm usually agreeing with everything you say, but harping on a clear-cut chances when you needed 2 world-class saves. De Gea saved you. And this is boring. Both stop crying. Conte sacked.
Missed the point I was making in regards to just because De Gea because De Gea made world-class saves doesn't mean it was clear-cut chances. I gave De Gea his credit and gave Mitrovic credit for that header because it was a phenomenal header. And he was
Liverpool would be 15th without VAR.
You know how stupid your comment is. I've had one penalty all year long and I've missed it. I've not even scored an offside goal, my brother, and I celebrated like I have literally gotten nothing. This whole Liverpool thing is boring and it's worse than LJ's name on this application.
The latest from Matt Law 4 minutes ago, exclusive. Tottenham expected to agree Conte departure this week, not in the coming, day, or it just says this week. Unless I go into the report and it says otherwise, but I don't know why he would then go back on himself. So he said this week, expected to agree departure this week, following the outburst that happened obviously after the game.
Yo, Matisse, 507 votes. Red card for Flawless. Do it.
Can I just say, Snip is in the station leaving letters
51%. Oh shit!
Oh, you gotta leave that for 5 more minutes because
it hit 513 votes and it ended on 51% towards Flawless being sent off. So I would like to rescind my yellow card.
Comment section
up to the Reds. Shit. God damn. That was rough.
Hold on.
That was rough.
Advantage in the station, leaving letters like the mailman, and Husam is here applauding snitching.
Absolutely. If it gets Flawless sent off, I go against my principles. Hold that Flawless. Get sent off.
Everyone, take his trap phone off him. He don't deserve it.
Can we talk about Man City to end this show? As always, Man City get left to the end. But to be fair, your win was very routine and expected against Vincent Kompany. You showed that man no malice whatsoever. You just absolutely destroyed him at the Etihad for no reason. Hairline again with another hat trick in that game. Daps. How many goals does this guy want to get? He got 5 in midweek, hat trick, 8 goals in the last 2 games.
2 games.
Do you think he gets the credit that he deserves? Because I feel like that's the main talking point is Hairline, and
I do feel like he's starting to.
Okay.
I do feel like people are starting to. The thing is, if you go back and because one of the things, right? So a few things. People need to understand as well, right? Because, there's this narrative as well. And Hold Tight Drifty from Coppish, he said a while ago that he'd rather have Nunes because Nunes brings more to the team. And I'm like, check out the assists. Listen, if you put Kane and Nunes's goals and assists together, they equal what Haaland has by himself. right? Haaland has 5 assists. You go and watch after this. Go and watch the 6 goals against Burnley, yeah? And firstly, look at all of Haaland goals. No one can tell me they're simple tap-ins, firstly, which is what people say. But
He's a great finisher.
secondly, look at how he gets in the positions he's in. But thirdly, look at his build-up play. Look at his build-up play in some of the other goals. He's involved. Even if it is in Alvarez's first goal, tap-in, watch the run Haaland makes to the near post to drag defenders out of the way and leave Alvarez the space. And this is the thing, right? This is why he joined City, to develop under Pep Guardiola. And we're seeing it at the moment. He's getting better. He is getting better at City. But also, we have to be real. Him and Alvarez together, check out the record of them when they play together. I believe it's only one game that they haven't both scored in together. So Alvarez and this is the other thing I've seen people saying recently, that City's draw of players is dropping. People, you need to understand that Alvarez, is a 22-year-old that has won a World Cup, that could, and let's be clear, he didn't just win a World Cup, he was involved in that World Cup, scored 4 goals, right? He could go wherever. He's just signed to Manchester City till 2028, knowing he's playing second fiddle to Alvarez, right? So everything is good at City. Now, I know what everyone wants to talk about is, but if we don't win the league, and that's a fair point. It is a fair point. We're not top. Arsenal are top. We could be the best City for the rest of the season, win every single game, including beating Arsenal, and still not win the league. Yeah, because Arsenal are also now a good team. The difference is we're still in the FA Cup.
Yeah, and the Champions League.
The Champions League. Here's the type of problems we have. I've just booked my flight to Bayern, right? I get back on the Thursday, and we play in an FA Cup semi-final at Wembley on the Saturday, right? And now it's and all of my brethren from up in Manchester are like, we get back, have to drive back from Stansted to Manchester to come back down 2 days later. But this is the thing. This is what we have to face. And the thing is, as fans, as the club, we ain't picking. We're not
prioritizing Champions League over Prem.
We're not putting the Champions League first. We want the league, yeah? All we can do is next game, and I think the next game is massive, because
Liverpool.
If we don't beat Liverpool and Arsenal, who have Arsenal got next game?
Arsenal, let me take a look, because they're 8 points clear now.
Home to somebody.
They could. Who plays first between Arsenal and Man City?
No, we're 12:30.
Yeah, 8 points of the game in hand.
Yeah.
Sorry,
who has the game in hand? Arsenal or City?
Man City have the game in hand. But do Arsenal play first in the next? Let me see.
We play 12:30. We play 12:30 Saturday.
Yeah, Arsenal play 3 o'clock at home to Leeds. To Leeds.
So if we don't beat, and here's a big if, because we have to look at it like the same way. If we're talking about City going to Anfield, I will always say, check out our record at Anfield. Not too good, right? Same way, Liverpool got a draw last year at City. Apart from that, generally in the league, Husam, you know it, you lose. Yeah. So if that happens, we're cool. If not, the truth of the matter is, yes, we'll have a game in hand, but Arsenal will be 11 points clear. So we have to win every single game, ultimately, and hope Arsenal slip up somewhere. It is what it is. This is football, isn't it? We want to compete. I'd rather be where we are, sitting second, 5 points behind Arsenal with a game in hand, in the Champions League quarterfinals, in the FA Cup semi-final, than competing for nothing. And there's now multiple clubs in this. There's multiple clubs in here right now. In fact, now you're actually...
No, there isn't. There's only one. There's only one. There's only one team not competing for any trophies.
We're in a good place, but we have to take... You know what the thing is?
This guy's going in the UFC cage with Khabib, and he thinks he has a chance, honestly.
But look, Arsenal fans...
Even I'd make you submit.
I can wax lyrical about Arsenal. I can wax lyrical about Arsenal for 10 minutes. And then say one bad thing about
you wanna speak on that, Matisse?
No, because what was said there was factual. There's only 3 teams here still competing for a trophy this season. That is a factual point.
Compete for 2,
whether you like it or not. Multiple trophies for the Flawlesses, and
that's Chelsea Football Club beat Real Madrid.
Am I likely to pick up my shit? Absolutely not. I think Chelsea are probably bottom favourites to pick up anything due to the route that they have and the fact that they're the worst team on that side of the draw. But I'm still, at least I can watch the next 2 quarterfinals and actually have hope and actually
lose
have some
anyway.
sort of you have nothing.
What's the point?
You have nothing. You categorically,
You have nothing. else?
factually, emphatically, statically, you have nothing. You have nothing, bro. It's over.
Okay, guys,
So-
let me explain to you the Matisse delusion. He's about to go in a 100-meter race with Usain Bolt, and he thinks he's gonna be faster. This is the problem, right?
I
here.
didn't say I did. No. Yeah,
Yeah,
Flawless, I understand what you're saying now. This guy doesn't listen.
Yeah,
He
you don't
actually,
listen, man.
he actually doesn't listen.
His
I did not
comprehension
say
skills
that
are all
I
over the
think I'm
place.
going to. I literally just said we are bottom favorites.
Let me prove to you
Pause.
something. Okay, comment section.
How
Who
have you
has a
turned that
bigger
into that?
chance of winning this is the Chelsea channel. Comment section. Who has a bigger chance of winning the Champions League? AC Milan or Chelsea? Can you tell the people? Comment
Bro,
section.
I just said we're bottom favorites. Like,
Okay.
so everybody
Okay.
has more of a chance.
Okay, so Matisse, you can lose. You know you're gonna lose to Madrid,
Bro,
right?
but anything can happen in football, bro. We still have a chance. You don't have a chance. Do you understand where I'm coming from? We have, even if we only have a 1% chance, 99% faith, you have no chance of winning anything unless you're going to
Megan.
shamelessly go back to that community shield and tell us that that's the trophy.
Oh, we
I'd
will.
rather,
Oh, we will.
yeah, he probably will. I would rather,
Megan,
Got
I'm
shot,
winking,
Husam,
Megan.
you got
I would
shot.
rather be in the last 8 than be knocked out in the round of 16. And that's
So
all I have to
basically,
tell
3
you.
weeks from now, me and you both gonna be in the gulag. But
And
you would
hey,
rather
and
be in the gulag
if I'm not, if by some miracle Mystic Husam gets this one wrong, yeah,
Yeah.
because I know you don't get a lot wrong when it comes to predictions. If by some crazy way I actually get to the semis, then you can hold that.
you're
can
not gonna
hold
get to
that.
the semis.
But hey, who knows? Hey, who
Neither
knows?
is Daps, by the way.
Oh,
Yo, you think Bayern Munich knockout C?
Bro, you know
I
who's
sell
gonna
me
be
on
in
this. I'm with this. Tell me, go on, go on.
Flawless. You know what's gonna happen? Inter Bayern. I promise you, it's gonna happen.
No,
Final
but
Inter Bayern.
I hear what you're saying. Why do you think Bayern knockout City? Convince me on this. I want to hear this one because I'm with you
Okay.
on this.
Don't air him like last time, Matisse. Please, we have to respect Arabs. Here's the thing.
no, I'm gonna let you read it. It's
Here's the thing. Do I read it first or do I answer this question?
up to you. All good.
Nah, read the money first. Get to the money.
Yeah, let me
man.
read the money
Yeah,
first. Money. اسمعنا about the money. حبيبنا حسام اشكرك على التعليق حبيبي ويعطيك العافيه. عايزك تحرقهم في حرق الشباب بلا تشيلسي بلا يونايتد. I think JJ is a Arsenal fan and he says Husam, thank you for speaking in Arabic. You know, God give you health and I want you to burn Chelsea and burn United. Always here, brother. Always.
Big
Big
up
up.
JJ, man. Big up JJ.
Anyway, why I think Bayern will beat City is as follows. Haaland has never
Appreciate
beaten
it, super
Bayern.
chat.
And
Okay.
Bayern Munich, if there's one thing they know, it's how to stop Haaland. This ain't the first time they played against Haaland. Here's City's X factor. People say Haaland, Grealish, all these fuckers. No one gives a fuck. Here's the X
They
factor.
do give a fuck, don't they? But
Yeah, I don't think so. Here's the X factor. Here's the one guy
well,
that
you shouldn't because we're not in your radar at the moment. Your top 4 vibes.
Yeah, but we're talking about the Champions League, and I have 6.
Exactly, we're not in your radar.
I want to hear this. Go on. Carry on. So
I'm
Haaland's
actually
never,
speaking
Haaland,
I'm actually
Haaland's never,
speaking logic.
yeah,
I don't know
Haaland's
why
never
even when I
beat by.
speak logic, people are angered.
Nah, it's
No,
Haaland
It
beat
was
by.
logic till you said no one cares about Haaland.
No, but I'm about to say something good, but you interrupted me 3 words in. Brother Daps, when it comes to this competition, I have 6, my brother. I have 6.
I mean,
You know,
here we go.
So when it comes to
Man,
Champions
this is
League,
an actual
when it
football
comes to
game.
Champions
It's
League, just sit down, take pen and paper, and take notes. I want to help you, but you don't want to listen. The X factor in that game is not Haaland or any of these guys. It's Kevin De Bruyne. Whichever version of KDB turns up in this game will be very vital for Bayern Munich. Because we see Kevin De Bruyne this season, but I don't like the KDB who's coming out saying I'm old man and all that shit. I don't like that element. But
Agreed.
Kevin De Bruyne he got that dog in him. Like when City need a winner, it's KDB.
Like
It's none of
last
this
season, innit?
Haaland shit. It's none of these. It's always Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne. He's the X factor. I've always said the real City X factor is KDB. He's the guy for them. And when he retires, he's going to be a top 5 midfielder in this Premier League. If not, he already is. So for me, in the Bayern game, I think they know how to stop Haaland flawless. I think Bayern got the Champions League experience and they've got plenty of Champions League winners in that squad as well. Winners, like I'm talking about not 1 or 2 winners. And here's the thing. City, you can only beat them one of 2 ways. There is no third way to beat City. Number 1 is press the fuck out of them. Or number 2 is smash and grab. There's no third way. You cannot out-football Man City. However, you go look at that Bayern Munich midfield. That's not no joke midfield. That's a fucking real midfield right there. Goretzka, Kimmich, those two, like they can play football. They're
It's gonna be a
press
great game.
resistant. Yeah, they're press resistant. They can do all of that. I just think Bayern are more lethal as a team, while City have the more lethal player. But
I think
Bayern
that's a fair assessment.
No, I
Yeah,
think, do you know
more
what?
lethal forward line.
Hassan, I kind of agree with you. You know what? The way
I want you
I
to be
saw
right
the
as well.
draw, the way I saw the draw was, right, I didn't want Napoli and I didn't want Real. And my reason was that European heritage is not a joke, yeah? Anyone that's been to the Bernabeu and witnessed what I witnessed last season, yeah, I already knew, to be fair, but
Oh shit, you was there, innit?
Yeah. Him and Steve.
but
Him and Steve, man.
That's crazy.
But
yo.
so for me, the biggest thing, the biggest factor is this, and this is where I said if we beat Bayern, if we do manage to beat Bayern, I then back us to go all the way, because in the second leg we have in the semi-final we have Real Madrid in the second leg at home. Yeah.
Oh, so you're disrespecting us as well?
Yeah, I am. Fuck it, why not?
That's
Wait,
see why I
is
thought
it-
the
You know what?
competition
Do you know
was
what?
between-
Do you know what? I don't want to lose that timestamp, so I'm gonna wrap this up here. You guys have just disrespected my football club to the nth degree today
Yeah,
by
you know,
saying
Matisse,
that
hold that,
you
man.
you didn't even say or. You just said Real Madrid. So
Madrid,
cool.
yeah.
You can hold that. And you guys deserved what happened out there. Fuck that in Spain when you guys got dealt with. Yeah, that's what you get for being arrogant in the final when you came up against us. You got your ass whooped, and then you thought that you were going to beat Heritage Madrid,
Oh,
and
you
you got your
wanna
ass.
talk about
and
history now? You
you got
didn't
then you
earlier.
got your
You
ass
wanted
whooped.
to
So you
live
guys
a
can
bit
hold
more
that.
earlier.
Man
You wanted
City.
history.
This is why Man City fans constantly need to be humbled every now and then because they forget. They forget they lose track of sight. And Husam, your predictions, I need to be starting to clip that shit up and put them in some sort of tape, some sort
What
of
prediction
video
you
for
want?
the intro. No, it's fine. I'm ending it here because the timestamps are towards the back, and now I know what episode it was where my club got so disrespected that you didn't even let me sit on a 1% chance.
I will do it. Full screen me right now. I'll give you 30 seconds of straight up prediction. I'll do it
Yeah,
right
give us
now.
the Champions
Take
League,
a
please.
quick-
Champions
Hello,
League.
guys. Subscribe to this channel. Predictions time. This is the predictions right here. Madrid are going to fuck up Chelsea. They're not only going to win, they're going to win by a big goal difference, meaning over aggregate score 2 or more goals. Telling you now, or 3 or more goals minimum. They're going to ruin their life. Also, Napoli are not making it to the final. Oh, twerking Napoli, Kvarakachijila, Osimhen, blah, blah, blah. They're not going to make it to the final. It's going to be Inter. The final this year, I'm going to spoil it for everyone. Inter Bayern is going to be the Champions League final this season. I remember Husam said this March 20th, before we've even watched a single quarter-final game. Madrid are going to beat Chelsea. Bayern beat Man City. Sorry, Daps. Not so sorry. And I think Napoli beat AC Milan, but Inter beat Napoli in the semis and Inter make it to the final. Inter play Bayern. Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Okay.
But
Cool.
sorry, can I just say one
Cool.
thing, Matisse? Actually, in your defense, I was on
No.
No, you don't want it? Oh, no, that's fine.
No. Fuck your defense. Let them know where to find you. Never a foul. You made your 2-footed tackle on my football club. Big up your damn self. Let them know where to find you. We ain't doing none of that. That's it. War has begun.
No problem. You've still got to come to the Etihad as well, so you can hold that as well.
Nah, Premier League, we don't do that. Go on. Let them know.
But my last point, very last point on Bayern is, I get what you're saying, but here's the other key thing that I think is very important, right? Is the last 5 games, Manchester City have 5 clean sheets, right? We now have all our defenders back. Now, Husam, you all know what this is like. To be fair, probably everyone here knows what it is like. When you have all of your defenders, shit is different, right? And now that is where we are. Now, if we can keep that, that's going to be very important, right? Because if you look at Manchester City this season, we're the highest scoring team in Europe, right? So this whole, City aren't getting the ball to Haaland, any of that crap that you've heard throughout this season is bullshit, yeah? City are not top, not because we're not scoring enough goals, it's because we've conceded way too many. Now we have Diaz, Laporte, Stones, Walker back, Ake doing his thing on the left. Now we're not conceding goals as much anymore. Now that is going to be key in Europe. Key. So I think that's the last thing. But yeah, you're going to go out to Real Madrid. I'll give you it one more time. And then you're also going to hold it when you come to the Etihad.
Fair enough.
And we're going to beat you at Stamford.
Never a foul. There you go. Subscribe. Link is in the description. I'm not even going to defend against the prediction for the Premier League, but for the Champions League, I'm praying that you two are going to have to hold the maddest smoke if that goes against you. We'll be praising Hair Husam or Border Sam. We're going to find out very soon. We're going to find out.
So what are you
very
doing
soon.
if you go out to Real Madrid and hold?
I'm not doing anything because I'm not being arrogant, because I respect Real Madrid, but I don't like the fact that you gave us zero chance.
Yep.
Don Husam, let them know where to find you.
But
Absolute pleasure.
So I can point on the screen. Come on. Bro, every week I have to be, you know, this honestly, this directing without my help is finished. Honestly, I have to be co-director sometimes. Big up to you guys. Thank you so much for joining. You know, the Battle of the North.
Such a battle.
By the way,
Tell me
make
about
sure
it.
you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to Matisse's channel as well. As always, great work and great meltdowns this season. Make sure you guys go download the Sims game and play it. It's a very fun game to play. You can find me at This Is Football.
Are you getting paid for that or something?
Nah, he's making a reference to us.
Maybe I am
last
getting
minute.
paid. You never know.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Maybe
being
I
a
am.
dick-
Maybe
he's
I
being a
am getting
dickhead.
paid. Remember, I got this right here. You can find me at This Is Football. I'm about to go live in 10-15 minutes to talk about this Bellingham Mount shit for the summer, breaking down the owners, blah blah blah. You know, if you want to come join me over there, I'm gonna be a bit more venty than I was over here, because I will not vent around 3 snakes. And you can find me the
Just a safe
spaces that
space.
they mention. How is the biggest snake coming off mute? I'm surprised that I called
Come
him.
on, let's go. I got big 6.
That's
Goddamn.
what I'm saying. So you can find me at DonHusam6, Twitter, Instagram. Don't add me on Snapchat if you are a man, please. Thank you very much. And big up to you guys, man. Yeah, thank you for tuning in.
Only if you look like Wiggins, add him on Snapchat.
I
Yeah,
would
and that's
have
me
been
flawless on
flawless.
Twitter and Instagram, people. And that's
Let
me
them
flawless.
know.
Hey, you called the man good looking. And that's me flawless on Twitter and Instagram, people. Make sure you follow on Twitter and Instagram.
Why do you laugh at his shit jokes? It wasn't even that funny.
I'm just laughing at
And that's
everything.
me flawless. And then Sarcasm City TV
I'm about to
on
laugh at your
YouTube.
statement in 2 weeks.
Sarcasm City TV on YouTube and Twitch, people. Matisse, love for having me every single time. Big up to Daps, big up to Sam, big up the chat. I love this show. And I'm live at 11:30 p.m. the Manchester United Chelsea Spurs show. So we're discussing
go.
obviously the United Fulham game, Chelsea drawing 2-2, and of course the big news about Conte. It's looking like Conte will be sacked. So that's 11:30 p.m. UK time on the YouTube channel. Sarcasm City TV, people.
There you
Big
go.
up.
Guys, make sure you go subscribe. Every time I do this show, I'm tired. So tired by the end of it.
Oh, good
It's
luck after Big 6 then.
bruv, this show is just so, it's 100 miles per
Yeah, I
hour.
feel for you on Mondays. That's long.
It's 100 miles per hour, no matter what. So make sure you subscribe to everybody. We'll be back next week. Big, and Ash says, big up yourself, lads, for the great show, and keep great banter coming. It's a great show, I must say. The dynamics are spot on.
Shukran lak, Habibi,
And
shukran.
it's only gonna get more dramatic as we get towards the end of the season, with obviously all of the big competitions that
When you, go
everybody
out,
plays.
when you go out of Europe.
And with that
Yeah,
said,
that's what I need,
I'm
man.
gonna
When
leave-
you
I'm
go out
gonna
of
leave.
Europe as well,
I need
we
to
will
see
see.
Chelsea out of Europe expeditiously, man. Enjoy
There
the
we go.
Champions League in peace.
There we go. We'll see where the chips fall in a bit, people. Peace.
3, 2, 1, start.
Flawless out.